So, stoners can feel the density of stones by touch alone. Welcome to the show. That's how we're starting, right there. That's the start, right there. That's it. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Only in Early Access, a show that only comes out once a month because I say so, and that's why. Hi, I'm one of your
It's
hosts.
not due to time constraints or anything like that.
No, no,
It's
don't
just
be
cause
ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. Come on, what are you doing interrupting me? I haven't even got through the goddamn intro. Anyway,
People gotta know that this isn't a solo thing.
I was
It's
getting
a,
to
it's a
that. I was getting to that. I was getting to that. Now we have this awkward intro. I was in the middle of being like,
yeah,
I'm your
sure.
host, Stella, and then I was gonna do the intro and then intro the guest, and now there's no point. And you know what? Fuck it. We don't need to do any of that. Good job. Good job. Good job, buddy. You
You're
did it.
welcome.
You
You're
nailed it.
welcome.
Good job. Mission accomplished. We can go home. Send the troops home. Oh boy.
Thank you for having me. Have a good day.
Yeah, yep, there, thank you. Yep, thanks for coming out. All right, now that that disaster of a start is out, yeah, welcome to Only in Early Access, a pop culture video game podcast that comes out once a month due to a variety of reasons, many of which you may conjure in your head at this time. Okay, there we go.
They might be true, they might be false, but you'll never know.
Um, yeah, this is episode 1. There's never been any other episodes. I don't know why you would ask. Joining me, as always, is my partner in crime, Vaughn. Vaughn, how are you?
Hello.
And joining us for the inaugural, absolutely first episode of the show, is Lizzie. Hi, Lizzie.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on.
Of course. Pleasure to be
Um,
here.
and
Thank
so,
you for coming.
you know, just a little video game podcast, and got a little list of things to go through here on episode 1 of the docket. And speaking of lists, did you play Persona 5 Strikers yet?
No.
Did you watch Cowboy Bebop yet?
No.
Did you play Horizon Zero Dawn yet?
No.
Did you watch WandaVision yet?
No.
Did you watch Moon Knight yet?
No.
Did you watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier yet?
No.
Did you watch Loki yet?
No.
Okay, alright. Well, and that was the list. And now, the more important list. It's the same bit, but more intense.
Yep. Very intense.
Did you watch Batman Beyond yet?
Nope.
Did you watch Loki yet? Yes, it's on both lists.
No.
Did you watch Werewolf by Night yet?
No.
Alright, and that's the list.
That's the list. That's the second list.
Yeah. Bits from the totally non-existent old show have transferred over. Oh,
Yeah.
Founders would know. Founders would understand. They were there. They were there.
They know. They know.
Only real OGs know.
Only real homies know about the
Yeah.
secret bits from the previous secret show. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. What a mess. Okay. Alright. I'm like the last like non-existent episodes we did of this show went into like an hour-long intro tangent over some stupid fucking thing. So I'm like I keep expecting that to happen, but it hasn't happened yet.
Well, there's still
There's
4
still-
hours left.
well, we can.
There's still time. There's still time.
6 hours is how much I pay for to be able to upload a month. So
Well, better use it all then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta fill for time here. I gotta start looking up the weather in random cities like it's Cox and Crendor. Shout out to Cox and Crendor. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna go down the docket of the new structure of the show with our first segment, affectionately dubbed, because they all have nice, cute little names now because I'm funny. Tales from the Home Arcade! That's what this part's called. It's funny. Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
So this is literally just we're talking about the shit we played this whole past month. So anyone want to throw their hat in the ring? What have you been playing?
I can go first because I feel like my list is always going to be the shortest because I'm habitual and don't do anything new.
Don't be so sure. Don't be so sure. Certain unnamed people that were absolutely named in the really bad intro, um,
Mm-hmm.
are known to play maybe the same horror game over and over and over and over
I was
for
literally
6
just about to
weeks.
say I've been playing like four things recently, and I've been playing a lot of them with you, so you already know what they are. The good old DBD, where we've had a really surprising amount of like good Chad killers lately, but almost like so Chad that we were like, well, hit me at least once, get your points. I need more points. So
Right,
like
yeah.
abuse me at least a little bit, right? And
Wow,
then
hold
the
on, stop.
good old
That's right, that damn
the good
possible name
old
of the podcast right
Overwatch
there.
where it makes you feel like you're playing comp even though you're in casual, and like
The-
sometimes it's a really satisfying game and then the next you're like reporting someone for a racial slur. You never know what you're gonna get.
oh boy, oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Oh
is.
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
that,
The most
that is how it
enjoyable thing
goes.
I've played recently was because of the Xbox Game Pass that you gifted me,
Mm-hmm.
I was able to experience 007 GoldenEye on the Xbox, and that
Ooh,
was
yeah, let's go.
Oh
wonderful.
yeah.
It was I I don't even have words for how like thoroughly I enjoyed that because it took something I loved as a kid and like
Mm-hmm.
put all these modern spins on it. So seeing like HD Nintendo 64 graphics is
God,
so weird but so beautiful.
what a sentence.
It
What a
is.
sentence.
And then really other than that, that's been most of it. I did recently start replaying The Last of Us Part 1 remaster on PS5 now because I have the PS5. It's still just as beautiful, if maybe like a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
crispy, but
Crispy.
that's mostly what I've been playing lately. I've downloaded but not played Spider-Man Miles Morales,
Mm-hmm.
but that'll be hopefully the next thing on my single player list after I do The Last of Us Part 1 and 2 again.
For sure, for sure.
But that's mostly it for me.
Yeah. Vaughn, what's been happening in your home arcade?
Damn. Well, uh,
Resident Evil 4. And
no,
only
no,
Resident Evil 4.
no. Funnily enough, you know how you said people don't play Destiny anymore? Well, guess what? I'm playing Destiny 2
You
now.
play a lot of Destiny 2 now. And
Yeah,
I
that's
have.
because my friends played it and they're like,
Yeah, like.
let's play, and it's like, okay, and then shit, bro.
Yeah. Yep, there
then
you
it
are.
then it
There you
just yeah.
are. Yeah, there you are. I see you playing it. I see a lot. Like, people still play it. It's gonna be still popular, but if
Yeah.
you look at, like, just, like, the, like, trajectory of Destiny 2, like, they're definitely, like, losing people as they've gone further on because they just, like, they keep getting to, like, some, like, sweet spot where it's like, yeah, this is a really good game all around considered. A little bit of rough edges still, and then it just goes down south again, and then it comes back up, and then it goes back down, and it's like, oh my fucking god, can you guys figure out what the fuck you're trying to make here? It's been
You got
10
it.
years of this franchise. Figure out what kind of game this is supposed to be, please.
You understand. You
I
understand
do. I
because
put 10 years
yeah.
into the game. I do understand.
Yeah. The I will say though, the at least this season, because it's called Season of the Deep, because the way a Destiny 2 works is that they'll give you artifacts per season. You probably
Mm.
know this already, Stella. So for this one, we're now going into the
Yeah,
oceans
you go back to,
of
like,
Titan.
Titan. Yeah.
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 So like now this artifact is supposed to be kind of like, hey, you use this artifact so you can withstand the pressures of the methane in Titan. And it's like, okay, cool. But for the most part, what they've done this season is that they're focusing now on Arc, so they really buffed up Arc a lot, especially for
Mm.
Warlocks, because Arc for Warlocks was not really good. Like I always
Mm.
liked that subclass, but it was never really good. But then
I
this season they buffed it up, and it's like, oh,
I
it's so good.
saw, and we're kind of bleeding a little bit into some other segment of the show, but I saw, like, the teaser trailer for the final shape, and I was like, that's a cool little lore moment, and for a split second I was like, do I go back? And I looked at Steam, and it's on sale, and so is the expansion that I didn't buy, Lightfall, and I was like, no, I don't, because I'm just gonna leave again, because Destiny is a game that, like, as it's gone on, I'm like, the highlights of this franchise to me are the story is actually really cool, and it's the gunplay. The
Yeah.
grind in Destiny fucking sucks ass because Bungie has not figured out a way to like not make the grind a fucking neon sign slapping you in the face all the fucking time. To the point where me, who normally doesn't care about grinds, but I've realized that I do. But the games that I play that are grind games are like Warframe, Diablo, Monster Hunter, games that are fun the entire time I am playing them, Bungie. And
No, I mean, yeah.
I am not gate kept out of things because I did not grind incessantly to farm my perfect god rolls. And that's not saying you can't do stuff in Destiny if you don't do that. You can. You're just gonna have a way fucking harder time than everyone else. To the point where certain things, if you don't have what's like the meta thing for it, or at least in range of that meta thing, it's just straight up not fun. Like, it's just straight up, no, you don't have this super special exotic, so you just suffer. You can do it, but it's just not as fun. And they've done that every fucking season, every single expansion, and to the point where I was like, the coolest part about this game is the story. At this point,
Yeah.
the gunplay is really good, but a lot of games have good gunplay, and I'm like, the story is the coolest part, and the biggest lore payoffs. Where are they? They're in the raids, the things that are so mechanically insane and just pile on more mechanics and bullshit and so insane, and the community is kind of toxic. So like, I just had to walk away. Plus, it's also like, it's a fucking time sink, and it is also a huge money sink. Destiny is an expensive fucking investment. Like, it's
Yeah,
a
it
little
is.
ridiculous. It really is at this point. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't go back. And I was like, I'm sure it's real cool story moments. If I ever get real fiending for the story, my boy Bife on YouTuber's got me. I'll get a better story there anyway. And I won't have to go through a bunch of bullshit to do it. So, it sucks because like I put a lot of time into that franchise since Destiny 1, but like ultimately I was just like, I can't keep doing this roller coaster of emotions of where I hate the game and love the game. Like, you've been doing this to me for 10 years now. You need to figure out what kind of fucking game this is already. You're driving me insane. At this point, I wouldn't even be upset if you turned it into a thing I objectively hated, because then at least I could just be like, okay, this is what you wanted. I don't want this. I'm out. Like, it's
I'm
just
gone.
it's so frustrating. Destiny is like some weird, like, Stockholm Syndrome relationship as a gamer. It's fucking weird. It's, it's a thing. It's a thing. More power to the people in it, but I couldn't do it anymore, even though now I would have more time, and now ironically I make the money where I could afford a Destiny expansion and all that, and I'm just like, I thought about it for a little bit, and then I was like, Diablo 4 is next week for me on Friday, to be specific, because I pre-ordered and I'm starting 4 days early, and I'm like, yeah, even if I jumped back in Destiny and was having a really good time, the best I've ever had with it, it would still be taking a back burner to Diablo 4. So I didn't
Oh
even
yeah.
bother because I was like, I'm absolutely going to choose Diablo 4 over Destiny 2 every fucking day of my life.
Of
So
course.
I was like, there's no point because plus I really enjoying DBD and Overwatch even with the kerfuffles, and I've got other stuff coming up too in the next coming months that I'm just like, that I was like, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
I have a question. What do y'all feel about the DBD announcement of Nick Cage being
Hold on,
playable?
hey, this is Tales from the Home Arcade. We're not in that segment, sir. Sir,
Okay,
sir, follow the
fine,
structure of the show.
fine. At least from other stuff that I played, apart from Destiny 2, more Warhammer 3.
Yeah, I see you've been playing
Uh,
some Warhammer 3.
yeah, it's honestly fun. It's a thing that I didn't expect to have a lot of fun with. Like
Hmm.
seeing it has always been cool, but
Have
I
you
didn't think it would.
played like Warhammer games prior to this at all? Like the one, the
No,
type you're
not
playing?
Total War, not
Yeah, the
Total
Total
War.
War. Sorry, I should specify. So you haven't played any Total War prior to this at all?
No.
Okay. Total War is a game that I was always like, oh, it's kind of neat, and then the Warhammer ones, I was like, oh, that's fucking sick. But like, I like watching people play it, and like, I think I own two, and I like have never booted it up. It's one of those things where I'm like, I feel like if I go to play this, it's not going to be nearly as fun as I think it is when I'm watching people play it, because I'm looking at all the micromanaging and stuff, and I'm just like,
Part of it just really does have to do with the fact that like you have to like yeah micromanage some stuff and like learn how to like play the game.
yeah, it's
But I
like
mean
the
that's
the
why
or
difficulty
yeah,
settings are there
yeah,
for as well. So like
for
you could
sure,
just
for sure.
bump it down at easy and just be like I'm gonna steamroll because this is what I want to
I
do.
might do that. Maybe
So
I'll check it out. I have two sitting somewhere on one of my fucking launchers on
but I will
PC.
say, like you said, like Destiny 2's money sink Warhammer Total War Warhammer
Oh yeah.
is
Total
a
War is
money
always
sink as well.
well. Actually, I would argue it. I would argue I wouldn't call. I don't think I would call Total War a money sink because like it's not like a live service game like Destiny, right? Like
No, I know,
Total
but
War has
it's
an end state where yes, there is a lot of DLC by the time this game is finished, right? But that DLC is not required to like be able to play that game and enjoy it. You can absolutely never buy any of that DLC and straight up enjoy that game if that's your jam.
well,
And
that's the
that's never
thing
going to be
though.
taken away from you. Like that DLC probably offers stuff that's like you will want, but like even compared to Destiny, it's definitely not a time or money sink because Destiny just never ends, ever. Apparently, um,
Well, well, the thing about it is that a lot of the DLC are like races that you can play. So if you're like interested in a race, then you have to buy that specific
yeah,
DLC. So the thing is that when you're basically new to the Total War Warhammer series because you like everything that looks like, you're like, I want to play this one, and it's just like, oh, you have to go. You need to grab this DLC, which requires you to not only purchase a previous entry of the game, then you have to go buy that DLC. So like if it's a Total Warhammer 1 DLC that you need, you have to buy Total War Warhammer 1 and then you have to buy the DLC as well. So it's one of those where it's just like it's in order to fully be able to play the game like to its maximum, you pretty much need to get all the DLC so you can basically play any race you want and that's for me like the only thing. It's just kind of like one of those where it's like if you really want the full experience of that, you're gonna have to put all a lot of money down just to grab all the because it's
I'm I,
basically like the tabletop games where it's like you
I'm
want to
gonna
play like a
go
specific
look at
like
this real
army or
quick.
whatnot. You have to put money into buying all
I'm
those
just gonna go
minifigures and
look
stuff like that.
real
So
quick at Total Warhammer 3 is on Steam. It's normally $60. It's on sale currently. And all the DLC together for Total Warhammer 3 is $140.
yeah,
And that's with it on sale. All of it on
yeah,
sale. Um,
yeah, exactly.
so
On
well,
sale, one hundred and forty
hang
dollars. So
hang on here, because I'm proving my fucking point. It's nowhere close to what I've invested in Destiny. It's not even. It's not even fucking. You kidding me? It's nowhere close. It's
no,
nowhere close.
but
There's no
understand.
comparable. I could drop the money on this right now, and at full price, I'd be paying $200 to have all the DLC for this game and stuff, right? And that's it. Like that's the game, and it's not required for me to have all this to really play. You could absolutely like play this game and enjoy it with no DLC, right? You cannot do that with Destiny 2. That's not a fucking option. Don't. By the way, if you're somewhat interested in Destiny 2, more power to you. Brace yourself, and also do not fucking bother with the free to play version. There's nothing there. There's
Yeah,
nothing
so
there.
that I will say that's I think one of my biggest issues with Destiny 2 is the fact that the free to play version pretty much doesn't really have
It serves
anything
no
of like
purpose
yeah
because it's
like
like it's such a small portion of the game, and like not having expansions really fucks you. So like yeah, like I've spent more money on Destiny 1 to keep up with it, and I started Destiny 1 late than all of Total War 3 and its DLC combined cost right now. Add into all of Destiny 2 and all the expansions and seasons and everything. I think I've probably spent over $500 into that fucking franchise just to keep up with it. Let alone the time I had to put into it too. Like to the point where so many months I was just like, really wanted to play this month, couldn't get to it because Destiny. Whereas like Total War, it's like, yeah, it's $200 for all the stuff, but that's just all the stuff, and then it's like, okay, do I have to do all this? No, you can play when you'd like. It's definitely like, as far as money or time sink goes, like that comparing the two to me just doesn't make any sense because like Destiny is just it's like infinitely more time and money is required to have any chance at enjoying Destiny compared to like, yeah, Total War, right?
For
Like
me, well,
it's definitely like
the fact that
expensive. Don't
like
get me wrong, it's not cheap, but like if I'm playing Destiny, I can't ignore expansions or seasons, right? If I'm trying to
yeah.
like play Destiny even casually, I can't. You just straight up can't. If I'm playing Total War, I do not have to buy all that DLC. I can absolutely ignore it all and still have a great fucking time. Right? Like for me personally, like too, is like I would only buy the races that DLC that I want to play. So there's gonna be some that I don't want to play, and I can absolutely ignore those and not have to worry about them, right? So for me, like, it's definitely still expensive. Don't get me wrong; it's still a lot, and Total War games always do this, and Warhammer games always have like DLC things and stuff. But like, I think comparing the two just seems weird to me because one's like a single player game for the most part, and then has like co-op or like you can play with friends and stuff. But it'd be like comparing a Civ game to Destiny. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of DLC and stuff, but once you add up all the numbers, it's not even close.
No, but like it's still like a lot of money to put down. That's what I'm trying to just to get at mostly. It's like it's gonna be quite a bit of money you have to put down,
Yeah,
and with the
that's the thing.
fact
You
that
don't have
war,
to though.
huh?
I don't like that. Like again, it's not required. Whereas like I feel like we both agree. If you're playing Destiny, yeah, you need that expansion. You need that season. Like don't play it without it. There's no fucking point. There's just no point to Destiny if you don't have the money to like instantly get expansions as they come out and seasons as they come out. There's no point. Don't do it. Don't even bother. Like you're not gonna have a good time. You're just straight up not going to enjoy the game. Whereas with Total War, if you only have the money to buy the one game, like the game and no DLC, there's a very high chance you will enjoy the hell out of that game even with no DLC. Right? Is what I'm saying. Like the
That's
metrics
the
here
part
are
where
different.
maybe I sort of disagree because again, that's just you're given almost nothing with total like a base total Warhammer. It's very like one or two races and that's it. That's all you get. So like
You're
when there
given
is
less with nothing with
like
Destiny with no
there's
DLC and stuff
that
though. Destiny's
it's
free to play version has less than the $60 version of Total War is what I'm
like
saying though.
it's just really like not a lot. So that's why I'm like saying like it's one of those where it's like just I would say like watch videos, do your like do your due diligence and like check to see what looks interesting in Warhammer in like the Total Warhammer games, and if there's anything in particular that where it looks like fun, then maybe consider purchasing it or
Hmm.
whatnot, and just like I said, due diligence, and usually like yeah, wait till sales come out because
You know what?
it's like you said, it's a lot of money, but like
You know what?
to put down on one end, but yeah.
Fuck that, audience. Don't do your due diligence. Just go crazy with it. Fuck it. Whatever. YOLO.
God. All right, there you go. You heard Stella. Just put
Fuck
down
it.
all the money that you got. Spend it all. Gamble it all.
Just fucking balls to the wall. Caution to the wind. Just go in. What could go wrong? What
Yeah,
could go
exactly.
wrong?
What could go wrong?
uh, um, Other things I've been playing this month. Duviri came out, the major Warframe update. Um, I beat the new MSQ within like one sitting because they're never that long. It was pretty good. It was like 6-7 hours, and then new open world zone that like you play as like the drifter in this one. It's got like a very different combat system. It's a fucking roguelike. It's a roguelike. The whole zone is a roguelike. Like it's a loop. You get your passive upgrades and shit and all that fun stuff. And like you can start Warframe and just start in Duviri instead of the Tenno start. It's fucking fascinating. The lore is super cool. It's easily the most gorgeous zone they've ever made. It's genuinely like breathtakingly beautiful. And there's crazy puzzles everywhere. Like it feels like with each open world zone Warframe has put out, they're getting more and more complex, and we're now starting to like step into like territory of like we're approaching like into that, like we're not at that level of insanity on the map, but we're approaching like a kind of Breath of the Wild, Skyrim, Fallout esque of there's kind of a lot going on here now, which is really cool because I'm really excited to see what the next one does, and of course we're still excited for Soulframe to see how that happens. So Duviri's been really fun. You literally get like randomized weapons and randomized warframes to start with that are like fully kitted out and upgraded, so it's like a cool way to see stuff too. All the little activities you can do. There's like a music thing. There's like a little board game thing you can play against little like creatures and stuff. There's owl puzzles and all kinds of cool shit, and weird fucking lore stuff is going on. It's super fun.
It's good.
I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed Duviri a lot. I think it's definitely my favorite update so far, and it's just a very satisfying fucking piece of content. Like it's fucking super good. I dabbled in Redfall a bit. Lizzie played a little bit
Oh
with
yeah,
me. It,
that's
it was
that was
it,
good.
it was okay. I liked it. It wasn't like blowing me away by any means, but I wouldn't call it bad. I would call it like out of what little I've played, I would call it like a 6. Definitely had some performance issues that held it back, but that can always be patched out. And we already know they're working on like enhancement patches to get the frame rates up and stuff. Um, but like story wise, the little bits I got from what I played, interesting, different start than I expected. The gameplay itself is satisfying. It feels good to shoot things and be in combat and stuff. The abilities feel good. Like it's doing the it is by the people that did like Dishonored and Dishonored
Yeah,
2 and
Arcane.
stuff,
Yeah,
Arcane. It's doing the Arcane thing. It's sprinkling the lore around. I do want to get back into it maybe at some point. I'm not sure when though, with Diablo coming around the corner and stuff. Uh, but like the start of it was interesting, and the setup to why there's vampires was not what I expected it to be, and the artwork's there, all of it's there, all the pieces are there. I think it just needs a little like polishing, and maybe like since I didn't get super deep into it, I can't really speak for like mid game or what late game looks like. But like so far, I think it's a fun little co-op game. It definitely feels that you do not want to play this solo. It does not feel like it's a good time solo. Like
that's what
you
it. Yeah, that's what it
you
feels
get
like as well. Yeah,
you
like
can
you
get
really need people to
dropped
play this game
so
with.
fucking quick solo. Like you literally like you can't get hit if you're playing solo because you will just get fucking bodied by the most basic enemy. Like it's clearly a co-op game. But yeah, it was enjoyable. So like a decent little approach to like an open world co-op drop in drop out thing. Um, so I do want to check that out again at some point. I'm not sure when I'll get to though, because with so much coming up and stuff. So we'll
Yeah, I know.
see.
Yeah.
But like, other than that, I did play a little bit of. All this morning I was actually playing League of Legends again for the first time in like 2 years. Just
Oh my
playing
God, League of
ARAM.
Legends.
Yeah, a little testing out the new keyboard. I got the little mini Steel Series keyboard I got. Um, and this keyboard's really good. Must be really good because I was just fucking styling on motherfuckers in League of Legends. Like I was just playing ARAM because that's mostly what I play. But like playing champions, I've never played before, as you often do in ARAM, and some I have played before. I played my first game ever of Senna, and I really like Senna because it's really 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 easy to just fucking delete motherfuckers. Like oh my god, like you just kill people. They're just dead. They're just dead. Like they walk up, I stun them, and then I kill them, and then I move on to the next one. And also while I'm healing my team at the same time. And like Senna is scary. Senna's fucking scary. That
Yeah.
chick hits hard and hits fast. Like it's scary. You just point and click, point and click, point and click, and they're just dead. I played my first Vex game, the gloomiest. I love her.
Oh yeah, I love her.
She's great, and I popped off. I got like an S minus on my first game. She's really easy for me to understand. You just fucking walking around doing your little spells and shit, and like just build magic penetration. That's it. Just win the game.
Yeah, just pretty much, yeah.
People clearly, I rarely see Vex played on streams and stuff too. So like, people clearly do not understand what it is Vex is doing, because the amount of people I get with that Q, where they're just like not ready for that weird delay it has, and then where it speeds up after the delay. Just so many times where I'm just like do 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 do, pop out the Q, walk away, and it just kills like 2 people, and I'm just over here being like, I guess. It's she's great. I love her. She's the best.
Yeah, I love her too.
Who else did I get? I played Zaya, who I've played before. Zaya's still one of my favorites. Zaya's great. Feather Mommy. Good game. I had fun. Or the fucking new keyboards are really responsive, so I was having like a really good time. I won most of my matches, so that was really enjoyable. I'm probably gonna do more of that. Probably even going to be something I'm going to stream. I was listening to like the man Too Mellow the whole time too, so it's just having the jams.
Oh, Mellow,
on,
yeah.
yeah. Shout out to Too Mellow.
Shout out to Mellow.
So that was pretty cool. Other than that, like that's kind of pretty much it for what I've been playing. Just more like I actually officially Diablo 3 is now uninstalled on my PC as of today. It's been installed on my PC since it existed. Like, I finally uninstalled it because I pre-installed Diablo 4, like, literally next Wednesday. So it's time to move on. We had a good run. A very good run. I think I have almost 20,000 hours in Diablo 3.
Oh, Jesus.
I played a lot of Diablo 3. So, when I say that everything's gonna be put on a back burner according to, like, I'm still gonna play other stuff, but the priority is going to be Diablo 4 for probably a while. And it's basically never coming off rotation. Like, I played a lot of Diablo 3, more than I probably should have. But fun game is fun. Big number do good. Brain
yeah,
happy.
Big numbers always.
Big numbers always good. Big numbers are always good. So that's pretty much what I've been playing. This, Dead by Daylight, Overwatch 2. Me and Lizzie been having fun. I've been getting I've been styling on killers some matches. Lizzie can attest to that. I've been getting crazy in some matches where there was the one match where the killer became afraid of me. Because they were a huntress and I was dodging their hatchets by sound. I couldn't see it coming because I was running, and I would just last second Street Fighter 3 iframe parrying them in DBD to the point where I would make them use 7 hatchets. They'd be out of hatchets. I would last second juke the melee swing over and over. They would go get more hatchets and I wouldn't bother running and hiding, and I would just wait there for them. They came back to see if I was still there. I was. I gave them the little come here emote, made them use another 7 hatches, looped them around this tiny ass trash can thing or whatever for a good 10 minutes straight, and then they just left. And then what happened after that is I just started doing stuff, and then anytime any one of my teammates got hit and I was close, I would just run up to the area and just do the come here emote at the killer, and the killer just would walk away. They just were I can't get this. No, leave me alone, human. And I'm just what's up? What are you doing? You want to go? Let's go. They were afraid of me. And it was an insane match. The amount of perfect juking I did in that match is an excessively high level, where I was just constantly perfectly playing the whole game. Oh, I felt so bad too, because they were clearly new to this killer, and that's not an easy killer, so I hope they keep up with it, because it's a fun killer. But oh boy, I made your first time with that unpleasant. My bad.
It's a live and learn experience. They're gonna have to learn one day.
Yeah, that's how it goes in that game. Yeah, so that's pretty much I think what we've all been playing more or less. I'm sure if anybody thinks of anything,
Yeah, I haven't really
we
played much new,
we
honestly.
can.
Like again,
Yeah.
Ishin, Total War. I mean, I could just make sure to verify, but I don't think I played. Oh, I got back to Left 4 Dead 2 with some
Left 4 Dead
friends.
2. Oh,
I
did you?
fucking love that game. I've played the absolute hell out of it. I played it actually not too long ago on stream because I bought all the DLC basically from Left 4 Dead 1 because it's basically like two games in one.
Yeah, yeah,
I still love it. I got all the DLCs for the second game that I had never played before because, way back when I didn't have a job or like I couldn't afford it because of whatever reason because I was like a broke kid. Playing that as
uh-huh.
an adult who
Yeah.
can afford things and like playing those maps that were new to me on a game that I loved,
Right.
that was amazing. It was almost like experiencing the game all over for the first time. You ever play a game so good and you're just like, I wish I could play this again for the first time? I had the
Yes.
Yep.
closest to that feeling anyone could ever have, and it was fucking phenomenal.
That's pretty good.
That's cool.
I'm.
Yeah,
I.
no, I love it. I love Left 4 Dead 2 so much. Like it's one of those where it's like I played so much of Left 4 Dead 1 that
Mm-hmm.
like once Left 4 Dead 2 came out, like that was like the next thing I got into, with
Mm-hmm.
the exception of like TF2 as well. But like
Mm-hmm.
Left 4 Dead 2 was just like the game where I'm like, all right, I gotta play this. Then I gotta go and try to do advanced, now expert, and then just kind of play um
Mm-hmm.
through all those stuff that they had, and it's just like, God damn, I wish I could go back to those days sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um. I'm. I'm not a Left 4 Dead fan. Um. I
We
don't
can't
get.
be friends.
So,
I've tried. I own Left 4 Dead 2 because I think everyone on Steam does at this point because they've given it away like 8 million times.
yeah,
Um,
they've given it away for free like once or
I've
twice.
tried it. I've tried it. I've booted it up and tried to play it, and like I've played it, and I'm like, this is like okay, but like I do not understand and never will why this game is so beloved or that franchise at all because there's nothing fucking special about it to me. It feels very run of the mill, mediocre. It feels like every game like that ever to me. Like nothing about that game stands out. Like nothing to me. Like I played it and I'm like I don't hate it, but like wouldn't choose to play this over anything else.
When did you experience it for the first time, though?
Oh,
How old were you?
years after it came out. Like I was in my 20s easily.
Yeah,
Like
I think that could be a big contributor as to why, because I played it when I was much younger than that,
Yeah,
like
I
closer to the
played.
time that it came out, and it felt like it was something new and original at its time. And I feel like
Yes.
maybe it was diluted by the time you got to it, and that's why it felt maybe not that special. But for me, I was like, this game is ahead of its time. It's something that does zombies, which I'm just a zombie fanatic in general. That's something that does zombies in a different way nobody else had really done before. It felt fresh, new, refreshing.
interesting.
Yeah,
I'll be
pretty
honest.
much. Yeah,
Most
because I
of
played it as it came out. Like I played those Left 4 Dead games as
Exactly.
they came
for
out.
me, honestly, most of Valve's games, like the Valve games, I've played them and I'm like, it's okay. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get why this is so fucking beloved. I really don't. More power to you, but like, I play Valve games and I'm like, they're just kind of, they're middling. They're all middling. Nothing about them stands out to me at all.
Yeah, well,
But
by today's standards, they really
I
wouldn't.
came out to them. I came to them like really late, certainly. So,
Mm-hmm.
but like Half Life, all of it, I was just like, okay. Portal, all of it, I'm like, oh, this is it. And I'm just yeah. I'm like, and I try to like think about like I go look at when these came out, and even then, and I think about what I was playing then on
Mm-hmm.
consoles because I didn't PC game until late in life. So, but I think about what I was playing on consoles back then, and I'm like, even compared to what I was playing, like I wouldn't have found these impressive back then by any metric. I would have been like they're very average. Don't get it. Genuinely don't get it. Not sure why they're so beloved at all. Couldn't fucking tell you. Definitely just
I'm
did not
also a
land
huge
in
fan
with
of
me.
Half-Life.
Yeah, like
I played Half Life One, and I honestly played it recently. Well, recently I mean like a few months ago, with friends because there is a mod for Half Life where you get to play co-op with people, and
Mhm.
that makes that game Actually a little bit more fun, to be honest. Because playing with friends is always makes anything better. But um,
Right.
yeah, I think with Half Life One, I enjoyed it. I playing it because it's one of those where like it gets close to being an imp sim without really being an
Mm-hmm.
imp sim per se.
Yeah.
And that's kind of one of those where it's like it's I think it's fun in that regard. Um, and I think for people as well back in the day, if you followed a Cursed Farm and watched the Freeman's Mind stuff, I think that also kind of might have made you enjoy
Right.
the game a bit more. But yeah, like it's I think like if you play it now, it's definitely gonna feel rather rough,
Mm-hmm.
in some cases.
That's an understatement for sure.
Yeah, but like it's one of those it's those things where it's like I don't
I,
know,
I, I
like
feel like I think it's like it definitely probably felt way more like ahead of its time when it came out, certainly.
yeah.
Like, but I feel like that's not a good metric because I feel like I can fucking say that about everything art wise ever created in any genre in any form ever, right? Like, for the
Yeah.
most part, especially in video games, you know what I mean? Where it's like, at one point, Pong was cutting edge technology, right? Like, so, like,
Oh,
I can say
absolutely.
this about
Yeah.
everything ever that's ever come out, so it's not, like, a good metric to me. So I tried to look at it and be like, why is this so beloved? What is it doing that no one else is doing? Or like, is it just doing something really well? And I look at it and I'm just like, I just don't. I just do know whatever is here that like made people fall in love with it is not there to me at all. To the point where I just am baffled by the ferocity at which people love the Valve originals, to where I don't think there's a single like Valve original that I give a single fuck about at all. Like,
The only
just at
one that you
all.
mentioned that I don't really have like a huge affection for is Portal. Like I do think it's a good game, but it was just not my cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
But the other two, Left 4 Dead 2, and Half-Life all tied to like really important points of my
Yeah,
childhood, and
for
I
sure.
think that's why.
I think nostalgia is also always a big
Yes.
factor. Like,
Huge
huge
contributing
huge
factor.
factor. Nostalgia carries shit forever. Like, fucking,
Mhm.
it's insane how powerful nostalgia is. So yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
just like a like if you were not PC gaming at the time those came out, or within a handful of years, those games,
Mm.
the value of those franchises is now like dropping by like 90%, I think. Because I
Yeah.
think ultimately, compared to like where we are now with gaming, not just on PC and console in general, those games, they're fucking rough to even look at, let alone play. And like, you really had to be there in the moment within the first couple years, I feel like, to have that attachment to those games. Though there might be like that zeitgeist, like, oh yeah, I give Valve the respect, whatever it's due, because they're so beloved in pop culture. Like, they might even get some of that where it's like people that have never played them like think highly of these games, kind of thing, because they're
Hmm.
just so prominent in pop culture.
I would
But yeah, yeah, it
I
just didn't
I'm I
land for
would
me.
I will mention something later, if I'm reminding myself about this, because there is an old game that I decided to play to just kind of
Okay.
check it out, and again, I will talk about it later because it does involve something we will eventually talk about
Okay.
in this episode. So
All right.
if I'm reminded, I will talk about it. But yeah, I think there's just some things where it's like nostalgia will carry stuff a lot, but like when you go back into and play some of those games, like this just did with GoldenEye, like you'll
Mm-hmm.
see like what some of these games like were like. You will see why people love these games sometimes. Like you will
Oh, for
like
sure. See,
it
I
will click.
love
It will
GoldenEye.
click, and it'll just like oh shit, like that's no
I
wonder people
love
love this game.
GoldenEye. Like, GoldenEye's fucking awesome still to me. But like,
Hmm.
I grew up playing GoldenEye with my cousin anytime I went over to his house. So like, it
Hmm.
has way more value to me because I'm like, fucking GoldenEye, let's go. I have a history with it. Whereas like,
Yep.
I have none with the Valve stuff. So by the time I could PC game, I've probably only been PC gaming for like maybe 10 years at this point at most. Probably less actually. So like, by the time I got into PC gaming, like, that super big important stuff that Valve did was like almost a decade old already. So like, it wasn't worth looking at.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it
I get
really
you, I
just
get
kind of
you.
like a product of the times thing, for sure there. But I think that does us for Tales from the Home Arcade, which will be one of our reoccurring segments because it has a cool name now.
I will get to
Which
talk about more about Street Fighter 6 eventually because there was the beta that I did play, and it's pretty much the same as the beta from December. It's
that's
the
what I
exact same
figured.
thing.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah, it's the
figured.
exact same
So
thing.
I kind
Yeah,
of wanted to
so
wait
I'll talk
until
about it more once. Yeah, next month.
Yep.
That'll be my
So
thing. For your Diablo 4, that's my Diablo 4. It's
for
Street
sure.
Fighter
June's gonna
6.
be heavy. June's gonna be heavy. Fighting in the streets, demon in the sheets. Is that the title of the episode? It might be. It
Yeah, Fighting in the
might
Streets,
be.
Demon in the Streets.
Fighting in the streets.
You know, it's funny if you really look at like a lot of the fighting arenas in Street Fighter. There's barely any that are in the streets, and it's like, wow, this is the first time you actually get to fight in the streets.
Yeah,
where
just
you,
fight
like,
this guy.
run up to
Just
random
fight this
people.
guy.
Yeah.
Just fight this food truck guy. That grandma feeding the birds. Fucking fighter. Fucking like M. Bison psycho fist this 97-year-old grandma in front of her kids. Shut up, grandma. Welcome to Metro City, bitch. We out here in these streets. Dude, I cannot, like, I played the Street Fighter like 6 demo. I might buy this game just for World Tour mode alone because that's literally, I love that canonically in Street Fighter lore, Metro City is a city where every single civilian in this city is ready to fucking throw hands at any given second with anyone that walks up. It's like the Pokemon trainer thing of, haha, well, our eyes met, so now we have to fight. Except it's running up to like anyone you ever seen being like, yo, what's up, bitch? And then you just suddenly you're street fighting and grandma's just throwing out Hadokens and fucking Chun-Li kicks and shit, and you're just like, yo, what the fuck is this?
This is what Def Jam needs to evolve into if it ever comes back
again. If Def Jam ever comes back. Oh, that's also a potential title. If Def Jam ever comes back. I don't think Suge Knight's gonna allow that. He has too many crimes to commit and murders to get away with.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Right. My bad. Allegedly. Alleged murderer Suge Knight is stonewalling the entire development of Def Jam 3.
Allegedly.
Alleged murderer Suge.
No, do not put that one as the title. Do not put that as the title.
Disclaimer at the end of the episode. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
The entire dev of Def Jam 3. That's definitely the strongest contender right now.
Oh my God.
What an opening. Alleged murderer Suge Knight is stonewalling the entire development of Def Jam 3. He refuses to let development start. He's got the devs held at gunpoint right now as we speak. They haven't seen their families in years.
Can't believe this podcast is only gonna last one episode. Because...
Unbelievable. Cancelled by Suge Knight. Oh, shout out to Suge Knight. I guess.
It's a great first episode. Good. It was the only one.
Yeah, glad you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to our Patreon so we can launch the next show.
That is also only one episode.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh jeez, that's comedy. You can't write that.
Get on.
Uh-oh, is this perfect timing?
For food.
Okay, so dinner in about 10 minutes. So we're gonna... I was about to jump into our next segment with our fun little bit thing I'm gonna do for it, but I think we'll just vamp for 10 and then break, and then that way everybody can eat, bathroom, get a coffee, or whatever you need to strap in for the next 5 hours, potentially, of the show at that point. Because we're just now hitting the 50-minute mark, so that'd be like a perfect hour break time. And then we'll come back and do the rest of the show. That at most could run 5 more hours. I think.
That works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like as far as the show goes now, just to vamp a little is like we got the list, the more important list, and those are the first two segments of every episode, and then we have Tales from the Home Arcade. That's what it's called. That's the just casual talk about anything we've been playing that month, and then the next segment, which I won't spoilers, I won't tell you the name of, that'll be reoccurring, followed by the next segment, which has everything has a cute name now, all of this, and then one more after that, and then one more after that. It's like structured now. Like it's got stuff going on. I'm even gonna I'm planning to like commission people for like intro music and like outro music for the show, and even like little tiny like very short intro to like the segments too, like as we get to them. So like I'll be like Tales from the Home Arcade, and it'll play like a little retro thing. Yeah, So that'll be pretty cool. We're gonna be, by the time people hear this, you could be listening anywhere. You could be listening on Spotify. You could be listening on Google Play, Amazon Music, iTunes. Hell, I could even put it back on Podbean. I mean, on Podbean for the first time. Edit that out. But yeah, it's happening. It's happening.
Any.
It's all happening according to Keikaku. Damn. Had to do it to him. I just keep scrolling up on my like text notes here, and all I keep saying is so far for the potential names of the first episode: Abuse Me at Least a Little, HD Nintendo 64, Fuck It, Don't Do Your Due Diligence, Fighting in the Streets, Demon in the Sheets, or Alleged Murderer Suge Knight is stonewalling the entire development of Def Jam 3. Every single one of these are big winners. And it's a shame that only one of them will remain standing. It's most likely gonna be Alleged Murderer Suge Knight.
Damn.
You know it'd be hilarious for future reference?
If Suge Knight was not an alleged murderer after this and a confirmed murderer?
I'm gonna skip right over that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you had a Twitter for this podcast, every time you have a new episode and you have your contenders for what the title could be, you should post a poll for whoever they like
I
the
like that.
the most for what title what's most popular will win. And I think that'd be really interesting because you'll see what people are most interested in, and then also like what's really hitting with people.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Mayhaps
Yeah.
there might be a Twitter for the podcast. Mayhaps other things are planned. Mayhaps I've been a bit busy in the last 3 months.
Oh, I don't doubt that by any means. I just thought that was really cool. I just had a
No, that's actually a really good
Jimmy
idea.
Neutron
That
brain
is
blast.
Brain
blast,
blast.
yeah.
That's a brain blast. Oh, I'm gonna start saying that when people make like a big play in Overwatch or something. I'm gonna be like, "Oh, that was a brain blast," and just see
Brain
how long
Yes.
how long it takes until somebody gets it. Because if they know, they're gonna be like, "Yo, Jimmy Neutron reference, yo."
Yeah.
And if they don't
Yeah.
get it, they're gonna be like, "What?" Or they're just gonna not react to
What
it
are
at
you
all.
talking about, dude?
Yeah, that's a brain
If you don't
blast.
know, you know, and if you know, we
Real-
can be friends.
Real ones know about my boy J
Yes.
with the brain blast.
JN.
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 Real boys know about my homie JN out here with the brain blast solving shit like a young MacGyver.
My god.
Like a young MacGyver. What a statement. Oh my god. Oh, that's funny as hell. Oh my god. God, I haven't thought about Jimmy Neutron in like forever, but like the moment you said brain blast, like episodes just started flashing.
We all
before
had
my
a brain
eyes.
blast when I
We
said
all had
that.
a brain
I was just like, oh god, why do I remember? Why, like, subconsciously in my brain, like, the SpongeBob episode where there's all the SpongeBobs running around in his brain with the files? It's like
Yes.
you said brain blast, and all the little Stellas in my head were like, the JN files, where are they? And then just started throwing Jimmy Neutron knowledge into the, like, conscious part of my brain, and I was like, how do I remember this much of this show? Like, there's a lot floating around in here. I was like, why was this just, like, sitting subconsciously in my brain for 18 years? Like, I literally almost went on, like, a tangent of, like, oh, remember that episode where, like, I was like, did I really watch this much Jimmy Neutron? I guess I did. Like, it's funny, because in my mind, I'm like, I don't think I remembered, like, being a big fan of the show. Like, I didn't hate it, but it wasn't something that I had to catch every episode of, by any means.
Yeah, like
But
wasn't your
Yeah, it
favorite
was
But,
one
either.
like,
you watched when it came
now
on,
that
yeah.
we're talking
Right,
about
yeah.
it, like, vivid detail, perfect recollection of it. Of, like, entire episodes just in my brain, and I'm like, that's so weird. Very strange. Very
Good old
strange.
nostalgia.
Good old
Yeah.
nostalgia. Oh my god. And since I also have to go to the bathroom, we're going to break a little bit early, and we will
Okay.
return. But there'll be no return for anyone else. I'll just be talking like this, and then I'll be talking again as we come back. Alright, yeah, there was a great, perfectly edited out sequence. And by edited out, I mean I didn't have to edit anything, because the software doesn't work that way. Alright, in which case we will go into the next segment, if you will. News flash! It's time for news. We're going to talk about gaming news. Yeah, that's why it's called News Flash. What the fuck did you think it was going to be about?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not news. Not news.
What? Come on, give it the
It's in the
program.
name.
Yeah, I know, right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, so to make this as efficient as possible before it goes off the rails inevitably, did everyone watch the trailers?
Yes.
Yes.
All of them?
Yes.
Yes. Some of them I saw before we even made a list.
Okay, then. So, I'm just gonna start off with, Mortal Kombat 1. Let's go. Let's do it. Reset the timeline. Again.
Yep.
Who cares? Just do whatever. Fucking doesn't matter anymore.
It's like a sequel, but a remake at the same time.
Mortal Kombat is just doing whatever it... Why the hell am I only getting 2 bars off my fucking thing that's right there in my room? What the fuck? Hang on. 1 second. Potential internet problems. Oh, what the fuck? Why is it not even on? What? Oh, that's weird. How long has that been off? Okay. Okay, sorry. So at some point, my fucking Wi-Fi booster thing turned off. Maybe I accidentally bumped it at some point, so I'm on the wrong... I'm connecting just to the router that's downstairs. So while that boots up, thank God it just automatically switches to the connection. Otherwise, it would have dropped all the shit. But I don't know when that turned off. God, was I just gaming the whole night on that? Lame.
I wonder if that's
It
why you
needed a
kept
break.
having
It
lag.
also-
Oh, cannot wait till I have my own internet line next week. Good lord.
One more week.
I'm tired of the fucking Wi-Fi life. Fucking Christ, oh goddamn mighty. Like, when did that even turn off? What the fuck? Okay, so I have to... Now I need to switch networks to the correct network when it pops up. Okay, and there it is. So I'm just gonna pause the recording again, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that I'm on the correct, my boosted internet signal, don't know when that turned off, that's weird. It's never done that before, and everything else was still on, yeah, that's fucking weird, what the fuck? I'm, like, worried about that now, that's annoying. I mean, I'm getting the new internet Thursday, so whatever, but, like, strange, very strange. Anyway, Mortal Kombat 1 was announced, yeah, so it's Mortal Kombat 1, in chronological order, it would be Mortal Kombat 12, maybe more, actually. Either way, yeah, looks fucking incredible. People are like, it's just a CGI trailer, and I'm like, it shows the fatalities. Look at what the last 2 Mortal Kombats look like. Look at what games look like these days. That's the gameplay, guys. that where
Mhm.
it's damn close that it won't matter. Like I don't know why anyone thinks that's not what it's gonna look like. That's what it's gonna look like. They showed off the fatalities, the selling point of the entire franchise.
Right.
Yeah, I like Mortal Kombat. I have a long history with Mortal Kombat. I think it's very good, and I think in the last like two, they've really started to find their feet more as a studio. And I know a lot of people like shit on Mortal Kombat because they're like it's old, like it's old like style over substance, right? People like to like rag on it that it's not a very well built fighting game. That like mechanically, there's not a lot there, and I would definitely agree with that in the earlier iterations of the game compared to like its competition in like Street Fighter and stuff. But at the same time, like the fighting game elitists need to fuck off and accept the fact that you're getting Street Fighter 6 because you got Street Fighter 5. And you got Street Fighter 5 but because in that period where there was like no fucking fighting games for almost 10 years, you know who was keeping the genre alive? Fucking Mortal Kombat. That's who.
Yep.
Mortal Kombat saved that genre. Not Street Fighter, not Soul Calibur, not Tekken, not anything else. Mortal Kombat is the only franchise that has just been consistently, pretty much the entire time since they've been at it, been putting out games. In that era where there was almost no major fighting game things ever happening, that like weird gap between anything, Mortal Kombat was still happening. Was it mechanically super great and like in depth? No, absolutely not until really the last two games. But it absolutely kept the genre alive in spirit enough for the others to bounce back. So that's pretty fucking cool to see Mortal Kombat 1. Like, I love the setup. I can't wait to see, like, what crazy, stupid things they do now. Like, I like Mortal Kombat. I like how over the top it is. I like how insane it is. It's fucking crazy. And it looks
I
really
think
good.
one of the comments I saw, at least for Mortal Kombat, it's like, for one, was that a lot of people are like um not desensitized to the gore yet, and so like the violence in 11 really was really brutal, and here it's like even more brutal.
I mean, Ed Boon
Like I
has
it's
literally spent, like, over a decade collecting the best people in the industry for that, like, specific thing of, like, it needs to be as over-the-top violent as possible.
Yeah, it's just that like it's getting to the point where it's like it feels like it's going to like
Yeah.
highly realistic, which is, I mean, I, as someone who's play games that are always up to gore and whatnot, like I've been rather desensitized to it, so I don't mind it. I know some people don't, but for others, like it's getting to the point where it's like, yeah, no, this isn't comedic over the top
Yeah.
gore. This is just straight up
It's fucking
like
violent,
gore.
dude. It's
Yeah,
fucking violent. It looks
and
great. I'm really
I only
excited.
feel bad for the people that have to work on that, because apparently like there was stories where like developers were literally developing PTSD and stuff like that from having to work on the game because of the amount of gore that they had to like
Yeah, it's a lot for
sit
sure.
themselves
It's, I
through.
mean,
So that's why
to
I was
be
like,
fair,
oof.
the
But
game is
hey,
called Mortal Kombat, guys. Like, it is what it is, you know. Like
yeah,
I'm excited. I think visually it looks great. We've learned it is like a team fighter kind of. It has like cameo fighters spelled with a
yeah,
K because it has to.
assist.
And all it is you'll pick who you're actually playing as, but all they are is like an assist character. It's not like a team fighter in the sense that okay, your first character's dead, you switch to your next person. It's just gonna be like there will be a button you press to call in your assist buddy to come in and do a move that you can like continue your combo with or
It's
something.
Marvel versus Capcom 1.
Yeah, basically, yeah, yeah, pretty much. That's what everyone's saying. It's Marvel vs. Capcom 1, which is cool. You know, I'm excited to see like what the story is. I want to see what they're doing. Like, I thought 10 and 11 were really good. I didn't play a lot of them, but I enjoyed what I played, and I'd like to like deep dive into this one because I like Mortal Kombat. I think Mortal Kombat's fun.
I'm just
And
gonna watch the fatalities video that they post up on YouTube.
yeah,
If it doesn't
Right.
get taken
Same,
down,
basically.
if it doesn't get taken down,
I mean, look, I want to. I got Mortal. I will say this, like, Mortal Kombat's got some mommies going on in there. Mommy
Mm-hmm.
Melina,
hmm
Mommy
oh yeah, yeah.
Melina can get it. Will she
She
eat me
will.
alive afterwards? I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
but so will
Absolutely.
most women. So like, what's the
Yeah.
difference, B? Are we
As much
monster?
as
Are
it's
we
not
monster
my
fuckers or are we
like,
monster fuckers? Like, I.
Yeah. Exactly. You get it. You get it. You understand.
as much as it's not really like my typical cup of tea, just because I'm not a huge fan of fighting games. When
Mhm.
I watched the trailer, the graphics look beautiful.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
I think in terms of
It
like,
was crisp.
it's so
Like it
crazy
was.
to say this. In terms of like, not weirding me out because the proportions are wrong. Mortal
mhm,
Kombat is the best looking fighting game to me now. It's not even close. Street Fighter has like a very exaggerated proportion style, right? It's like DBZ
mhm,
It,
levels of muscles, and
mhm.
yeah.
it often bothers me a lot. It's why
That's
I
fair.
haven't played every Street Fighter, because that transition from 2D to 3D and the direction they went with the 3D art styles has always slightly bothered me.
Mhm.
It's not enough to like, and it's still enjoyable, it's still good, but more so on like the male characters, it's like everybody is Brawly from DBZ, and I'm just like, it's over
Mhm.
the top. It's like muscles on top of muscles on top of muscles. It doesn't even look right.
You
Mhm.
should look up Abigail Street Fighter 5. I
I've
want you
seen
to see.
Abigail. I've seen
Okay,
Abigail.
you've seen Abigail.
I've
Okay, yeah,
seen
no.
Abigail. I
Well
said
then,
mostly it's the men. There's some women, but for the most part, like, and of
yeah,
course,
we got the woman. It's Street Fighter 6. It's Marissa. That's the only one
yeah,
we've gotten so far. But
yeah. But you'll
yes,
also notice most of the women in Street Fighter games, like, it's almost like it's a different art style. It's a way cleaner art style because you gotta sell them skins, man.
mm-hmm. Gotta get them butt and boobies. Make
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
that they
So
have the
they like, I
physics.
feel like it's a slightly different, better looking, like a more easy on the eyes art style for the women characters in Street Fighter because they know where their bread is
Right,
buttered.
like more
Yeah, they know.
refined.
They know
Yeah,
where their bread is buttered. They know that
yeah,
Chun Li and
they
Cammy sell
understand.
these games. They know.
Those thighs are selling the game.
Those
We know
thighs
this.
are saving lives and ending lives,
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
exactly.
Best
stimulating
of
the
both worlds.
economy, import and export, taxpayers'
Yeah.
expense. Metro City, the economy is booming, just like Cammy's thighs.
Yeah, God.
And whereas Mortal Kombat, because of the selling point being insane gore fatality shit and X-ray moves, has
Yeah.
gone in for a fucking over the top hyper realistic looking art style as it's gotten further in, and now like the faces in this fucking game, like when people talk in Street Fighter, it's a little uncanny valley. I don't like it. When people talk in Mortal Kombat now, I'm like, okay, yeah, what's going on? And
I
like,
almost would say that
yeah, it's
Mortal
crazy.
Kombat.
Like, yeah, it's just ugh.
I would almost say Mortal Kombat is like that game that
It
usually
is a game,
defines
correct?
that defines the graphics of like how far we've gotten. Because look, we just got Callisto Protocol like in December, and that was supposed to basically be like
That
the
game
like
looks visually really good. It's just
yes,
not a very good
a
game.
good game. But then we get Mortal Kombat 1 trailer, and we'll probably get gameplay soon enough that's gonna be almost very similar in look, and it's just gonna be like, wow,
Yeah.
we literally
I
are
mean,
getting to that
we are.
point
I
where
mean,
like we're
remember,
reaching
we
peak
gotta remember, there was
graphics.
a point when Metal Gear Solid 4 first showed off on the trailer for the PS4, and people were like, video games are never gonna look better than this.
PS3.
PS3? Yeah, see, there you go. That's how old we are. But like, it was just like, oh, it'll never look better than that. And now, like, I mean, you look at games like, look at fucking honestly, even Infamous Second Son, like facial, like still looks really good, and
Yeah.
their latest game, Ghost of Tsushima, visually is unbelievably
Yeah, it's very
impressive.
visually nice. Yeah.
The recent God of Wars, Horizon Zero Dawn, like the way like I feel like that's the biggest like noticeable thing to me across the years is how well faces have gotten on like characters in games.
Mocap baby.
Mocap, everyone's favorite Mortal Kombat character. When's he coming back? First DLC pack, Mocap returning. Shout out to Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
Oh,
Everybody remember Blaze? What a cool end villain Blaze was.
I will be say this right now. I think the only Mortal Kombat that I actually like played was 10 and part of 11. I never really played
I
the
played
previous
most of them
ones.
growing up. I played a lot of Deadly Alliance and Deception back in the day. I loved those games, and I played a lot of Shaolin Monks and stuff. I really would love a Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks remaster. That would be awesome. And then I
Never.
played 9, I played 10, I played 11. I really liked where they were going. I didn't have the time to play a lot then, and I'm really excited to be able to like jump in day one with one for once, one of the new ones, which would be fun. So now we're going PlayStation 2023 showcase. Um, lots of stuff. Well, not a lot, but like some stuff, some stuff.
There's some stuff. There's
So
actually going to this since I remember now. So one of the things that they showed off here was an IP, a really old IP from Bungie, Marathon.
hang on now. We're jumping all around here. You want to go there first? Ah, well,
Yes,
okay.
because
Because I was gonna say, do we want to start with the good, the bad, or the ugly? Because not all of this
okay,
is to be celebrated.
well, here's the
So,
thing.
all right,
What
'cause
we
hang
consider the
on
good,
now.
the bad, the ugly is going to change from
Um,
person to person. So,
well, except because certain people are incorrect and wrong.
uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Sure.
That's why it's called the good, the bad, and the ugly.
All right. Well, let's see. What is the ugly? I want to hear, Stella, what
Well,
you
oh,
thought
gee,
was.
what do you think the ugly is? What
I
could
don't
it
know.
possibly be? Who could
I have.
possibly not be trusted to make video games anymore, let alone touch one of the greatest pieces of video game history ever made? Gee, I wonder, what's that? What's that? Wait, hang on. I'm getting an emergency SOS signal from slaves in the Konami pachinko mines.
Ah, the Metal Gear
Cancel it. Cancel
Delta.
it. Shut it
Metal
down.
Gear Solid Delta.
Shut it down. Cancel the project. Shut it down. Don't do this. You know it's not going to work out. You already
They're
tried
getting the
this.
they're
No,
getting the original voice actors for
I
that one
don't
too.
care. I don't care. I don't care. I do not care. You know what you need to do, Konami? Put the originals back on consoles.
They're doing
and
that. They're doing
okay,
that.
so stop making a new one. The game's fine. Leave it alone. Leave
Yeah.
it alone. You cannot be trusted to touch this. I do not trust you. I do not trust you. You have not made a successful video game in like over a decade. The last video game you made was Metal Gear Survive. And you're gonna just jump to Metal Gear Solid 3? Maybe the best one? Really? That's where
because
you're gonna come back with, huh?
It's the starting point of the entire series, so it makes sense.
Except, no, it's not. You play them in the order they came out. That's the way the story is told for very specific reasons. If you played them in chronological time order, it is not the experience you're supposed to get. You're not supposed to have the answers 3 gives you at that point in time. It doesn't land the same. The only way you can make this work if you're gonna go chronological order is if you changed major dialogue moments in every game. Which means you're saying that as Konami, the people who haven't made a successful game in at least over a decade, the people who fucking scumbag kept Kojima from like claiming his award in person because you were like bitter that he makes cool shit for you or whatever, and then tried to take Metal Gear and turn it into a very generic zombie horde based defender thing that no one enjoyed, that not a soul on this earth or any alternate universe enjoyed, and then you just proceeded to never make video games again, including, let's not forget, prior to all this shenanigans, canceling PT, which clearly would have been the best Silent Hill that ever would have fucking existed ever, and then, oh wait, how's that Silent Hill remake that 2 coming, Blooper Team? Oh, what's that? Is that inappropriate offensive stuff to disabled or neurodivergent people in my game? Oh yeah, I'm sure Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta is gonna be great. No trust.
I'm gonna
Zero
wait till
trust.
I see it, but like
Zero trust.
it's definitely gonna be one of those days where it's just like
Zero trust. Zero trust in this company.
I'm only gonna be concerned as well is the fact that they're releasing the collection, which is great because it's supposed to be 1, 2, and 3.
So just release the collection and stop
but
trying
hold
to
on.
make it up.
Well, I remember the Silent Hill HD collection and how they fucked up with that one. So
Oh, so they can't even
I
re-release the stuff that other people already turned into good stuff for them, so they can't even do that, and we're gonna trust them to remake 3. Maybe the best Metal Gear of all time, really. One of the most iconic games ever to exist. Yeah, sure. Sure.
They did do Metal Gear Solid HD collection, which had Portable Ops 3 and 2. So that one wasn't half bad, but I do remember there being like some performance issues, I think. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reserve judgment
There's a
till
lot
it's
of
all
we'll
out.
see going on with Konami.
Yeah. I'm gonna reserve
Yeah.
judgment. But
Yeah,
do I have
I
confidence?
just- none.
Like you said, I
Zero.
don't think so, but
None. Cue the scene from Avengers Endgame between Cap and Iron Man. No trust. Zero. Liar. And just put Konami's face over Cap's. And mine over Robert Downey Jr.'s. And that's what's happening here. Fuck off, Konami. Go back to your fucking pachinko mines. You don't know how to make video games. You apparently never did, because everyone that apparently is responsible for making anything worthwhile out of Konami either left a long time ago because fuck Konami, or you fucked them over because I'm still not sure why no one is, and then never made anything good ever again. Also, by the way, Konami, the moment to come back to video games and strike while the iron is hot, so to speak, was a couple years ago when the fucking Castlevania Netflix show came out and it was awesome and still is. Why the fuck are you not announcing a Castlevania game? Like, that was the moment. That was it right there. Leave Metal Gear alone. You already ruined it forever with Metal Gear Survive. It's clear you can't handle the property without him, and you're a moron. There hasn't been a Castlevania game in so long, I don't even remember what age I was when the last one came out, because it was probably terrible, like most of their games are.
I think the DS one was the last one that they released.
Yeah, so, just... that every time I hear anything about Konami at this point, it's just annoyance. And I'm just like, fuck off. Just go back to your pachinko mines. We get it. You're outdated and old or whatever. Like, fuck off. The Konami code is dead now, okay? No one cares anymore.
You feel better now?
Yeah. No, actually, no, I don't. Not until Konami
No,
learns to fucking
you don't.
listen.
I know.
Fuck you, Konami.
I already recalled.
You were
that
one of
it's
the
like
chosen
you have to,
ones!
like,
You were
basically,
supposed to
like,
save
half
the
a
gaming
day or
industry,
more.
not destroy it!
All right. Well, okay. Do you have any other ones that are fall in the ugly section, other than the Konami Metal Gear Solid Delta?
Yes. And you're not
Okay.
gonna like it.
Okay.
So we can do second ugly now, which is the last one, or we could soften the blow with a good one.
No. Go for it. What's the second ugly
Alright,
one?
Resident Evil 4 VR. Okay, here we go. Alright. It looks fine.
Oh,
It looks fine.
I mean,
it looks pretty.
it's fine,
Hang
yeah.
on, hang on.
I
It
just-
looks pretty. It looks good. Okay. Alright. And actual gameplay has started, and it now looks fucking terrible, and I hate it. And you could achieve the same exact thing, except good and well done, by just putting in a first-person camera mode in RE4 Remake. There, I'm done. VR
Okay.
is gimmicky and bad and never looks good.
That's the point. Our VR was always supposed to be gimmicky. I think for me, like the whole proponent of RE what's gonna be entertaining is the fact that you're going to do the parrying movement. You're going to parry, like you
Will you,
are
though?
the one.
Will you, though, with those 10 frames when he moves his arm to parry? Will you?
It should be 60. So if
It
it's
definitely
bad, then
ain't
no
in
one...
the trailer. It definitely ain't in the trailer. I'm watching the animation jitter in the trailer. It's jittery as hell the moment actual combat starts. Like, your arm's twitching in weird ways, and I'm like, fuck that, dude. Just put a first-person mode in the game. Like, it achieves the same thing, except it's good and better. And more people will be able to experience it, because most people probably still don't really have VR sets. Because,
Yeah.
you know what? You know what's a problem most people keep running into outside of that VR is, like, nauseating and kinda not good still, and probably won't be for 20-something years? Nobody has the fucking room to play VR. We're poor. I don't have the room for a VR setup. Where the hell am I
People
gonna
can't
stand?
afford houses. What the hell makes
Yeah,
people
right.
think they can afford room
That
to game?
that's the real biggest issue with VR is that it requires a massive amount of space, even though it's less equipment than the actual console, and it also
Yep.
doesn't run well or look good. So what's the point? Why are we still doing this?
It's just
This is
for...
the 3D movie thing all over again. It's that era of 3D movies where it's like in 3D. And then that faded out and almost pretty much never came back ever because everyone realized collectively, yeah, that's kind of dumb and not really worth it.
I mean, it's still here and there, but like you said, it's just one of those where it's like, it's just there for the appeal of it,
Yeah,
but
I
like
think
everyone knows that no one's really
No, everyone doesn't
going...
know that. That's my point though. Every time a new VR thing is announced, especially when it's a big name thing like RE4, everybody's like VR, the future of video games, and I'm like, man, get your
No,
fucking
it's
head
not.
out of your ass. It's not. It never will be. It never can be. You're a moron, and you'll be lucky if VR even lasts another 5 years with how little progress has been actually made in that tech.
The only way VR can ever like become mainstream, quote unquote, is one, it would have to be much more accessible in terms of like money, as well as
Quality.
just like quality, just basically everything. And then two, like essentially like you're gonna have to be able to make VR almost a like basically like picking up a controller. Like if you can make VR
I mean,
almost
let's be
as
honest.
easy.
The only way VR becomes mainstream, right, quote unquote, and when I say that, I mean on par with what console and PC gaming is in people's homes. There's only one way VR gets there, and we're not getting there in any of our lifetimes. You want to know what that is? It's fucking actual like Star Trek simulation room, X-Men simulation room level shit. We are nowhere near that tech. That's multiple human lifespans away, if we ever even get there at all. Like, that's the only way VR actually becomes mainstream. And until it hits that, it will be some fringe weirdo thing that's janky
Hmm.
as hell forever. Because
Yep.
every time somebody talks about VR like it's mainstream, you listen to them or you read the article and you're like, you're talking about the simulation room or the danger room from X-Men and Star Trek. That's not a real thing. What you're describing isn't real. That's not what VR is. That's not even close. It couldn't be further. So until it is that, it's never going to be mainstream.
I hate how I can't remember the name what it was called in Star Trek. Like, and I've heard it multiple times, and it's not coming to me right now. It's like
I don't remember
the
the holodeck, right?
holodeck. There we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Holodeck.
Holodeck.
Yeah, until it's holodeck or X-Men Danger Room, VR will always be a gimmicky jank thing at best.
Yeah, it's a
So,
novelty.
yeah, it's a
at
novelty,
best.
and if people talked about it like that, I'd be way less annoyed. But the VR boys are always like, VR, the future of video games, it's finally here. And I'm like,
Nah,
man,
it's
shut the fuck up already. Will you, what do you got, like stock in VR or something?
yes.
Like,
That's why they talk about it like that. It's exactly why they talk about it like that.
fucking Jesus. Like, it looked pretty, the whole trailer, and then I'm like, alright, yep, we're just walking right now, real easy to do that. At least we don't have to teleport every 5 feet nowadays. Alright, okay. It's weird that, like, it's VR, but you don't see his hand move the branch in VR. I noticed that. It just kind of, the branch gets moved by nothing.
Yeah.
And then the gameplay started, and instantly I was like, and there it is. And I was just like, alright, looks terrible as soon as you start actually playing the game. Like all VR. Also, way too expensive. Nowhere to adequate, not enough space for your average person to fucking. Like, imagine people who are like renting an apartment. How the fuck are you gonna play VR in your fucking like studio brown nose apartment in New York? Let alone have the money to buy a VR thing, right? Like, nobody can do
Yeah.
it. Like, it's not only is it a fringe jank gimmick thing, it's the most expensive thing in video game, except it's not good, which is what's absurd.
It's like those what's it called, add-ons that what's it called, companies used to sell, like the driving wheel and like all this other like kind of
Yeah,
expensive
yeah.
add-on stuff,
Except
but
that
like
stuff
it's even
works and
more
is
expensive
good,
and it's
and
more
like,
finicky.
yeah,
It's more
yeah.
expensive and more finicky.
It's like buying VR games and being excited about them is like buying Eurojank games for the price of big budget AAA games and thinking you're getting a good deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the ugly. There was just two. That's
Okay.
the ugly.
All right.
So there's the good, the bad, and the ugly. We want to go
That's
to the
honestly where I can agree on those for those being the ugly. Like,
yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah,
can
that's
definitely.
the thing.
For me, the
Konami can't
only
be
thing that
trusted,
was
and VR is jank, and probably always will be for our lifetimes, most likely.
yeah.
Certainly, I think for our lifetimes.
The only thing I said for our for VR is just because like look at what they're trying to do. Because here's the thing, I played the RE VR for the original one. Because my friend they have a VR headset.
Mhm.
And I got to like try it out, and it's like kind of complicated, but like it works fine. Like there is still some jank to it, but like it works like it is playable. Um,
It is
and
playable.
it's playable.
Mm.
But
Quote
like
unquote, RE4 remake VR IGN 9 out of 10. It is
it's
playable.
playable.
Fucking
Like
good
I
job,
can
corporate chill. That was. It is playable. I'm
playable.
glad the EX file turns on when you click it. Good job, I guess. It's
Good
a
job.
start. Congratulations, you made it to the race.
Yeah,
Like, okay,
it's
it's
one of those
playable. Like
Yeah.
that's not a selling point. That shouldn't even be mentioned. Yes, it's play. It's a fuck. What? That's like reviewing a movie and being like, it started.
Yeah, it started.
What?
No,
The opening credits happened. Okay.
I will say like it's just probably as need to get my like footing a bit on the game, but like I was having fun. Like
Yeah, I
for
mean, you
what
can
the
have fun
novelty
with
is.
jank and gimmick. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
you agree with me. The VR
Yeah.
bros are like, VR is the future every
No,
single
it's
time.
not,
And
and
I'm
it's
like, you
not.
need to just stop sucking VR's dick already. It's been enough years. Admit that you were wrong, or that you've just got stuck in this, or whatever. And just fucking fuck off, little buddy. Just
Yeah.
fuck off. No
Like I
one
will say
cares.
one
No
of my
one's
funnest experience in
impressed.
VR was Skyrim, just because the fact that okay, here's the thing, swinging animation, like like it doesn't matter how long or short the swing is,
Hmm.
it's basically still considered an attack. So if you wiggle your sword, it's basically like you're doing multiple attacks at the same
That's so
time.
stupid. I hate it.
And it's so funny because you're just wiggling it and it's like you're killing them like almost instantly. It's the funniest thing ever. But like that's the thing. It's just a fun novelty.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
all it really it's going to be.
That's all it's ever gonna be, really, in my opinion. It's never gonna be the future of gaming. It's going to be a novelty option. You know what it is? It's the second attempt at what did you call that shit that the Xbox launched with that you had to have the camera thing?
Oh, the Xbox Connect.
It's the second attempt at like Kinect and motion controls. That's
Yeah.
what VR is. It's the next iteration of that. All it is, if you think about it, is a Kinect with motion controls. That's really what it is, which is why it's so fucking jank.
It's a Connect with the
because
head. The Connect is on your head.
Yeah,
It's
the
the
Kinect is
headset.
now on your head instead of on your console. That's all it is. It's a Kinect with motion controls. And guess what both of those things were? Not great, ever. In fact, one of them was so terrible, they stopped making it forever.
It literally like tanked the company.
It did.
Basically.
It did. So VR is like the gasping dead child of that thing. So, and that's what it will remain, where it belongs, just slightly to the left of the Konami pachinko mines, where the children are sent to work every day and some never come back. Koji would have been 4 today.
Oh, way you say that. He would have been 4 today. Oh my
God, I'm funny.
yeah.
Woo! That's a good joke right there.
Oh
That's-
god.
That's a 10 out of 10 joke. I might tell that again
That's
later.
it. Yeah. You got it.
Yeah, you nailed it. Woo. Career established.
All right. So for good.
So for good, you
what
want to
you
go
got?
to marathon? You want to go to marathon? You wanna talk
Yeah,
about
if I can go to
Let's
marathon, that was
fucking talk about marathon, because I
Huh.
got some stuff to say about that trailer.
okay. Well,
Hey,
I was gonna
hey,
one
hey,
one of the things I was
hey,
gonna say is that
Hey, real quick, though. Hey, that's a really good trailer, even though it shows off basic nothing. But that was a really good trailer. That's how you make a trailer. That's how you give me a product that doesn't really tell me what the product is, but it gives me the aesthetic of the product. And you know what that aesthetic is? Sick as fucking hell. That's what that is. The fucking super 80s fucking music that's like almost shitty quality at first when the trailer starts. The fucking hack the world shit going on. The weird fucking over the top like plastic is the future aesthetic fucking thing the 80s was obsessed with. Kids, if you don't know, Marathon was a game Bungie made a very long time ago before any of you had ever heard of them. Yes, Bungie existed prior to Destiny and prior to even Halo. They've been around quite some time. They've made many a game. And one of their big hitters back in the day was a little game called Marathon. Which at the time was probably the premier extraction game and maybe one of the best extraction games ever created. And if you recall,
wait, extraction game? It was an extraction game. Marathon
yes,
was a.
It was an extraction game. Yes,
it's a single player game. It's literally the one that's coming out is an extraction game, but their old Marathon was just a regular like campaign story mode, like at the likes of like Doom, but it has an actual like story, but it's
in the hallmarks of the extraction game genre, though. It was clearly that.
Okay,
it had
see,
those.
I'm glad you're saying this because I'm literally playing through Marathon as of recent, and like it's just like it literally is like a single player game. It's like you open up, you start the mission, and then it's
Where
like,
the
hey,
hell are you playing OG Marathon?
I'm playing OG Marathon. You can play it. So there's a Bungie released the code for free. And there's this program.
I missed that.
Yeah, so you can play. It's called Aleph 1, and that's basically like the program that allows you to run the games themselves. But they released Marathon 1, 2, and Infinity, and you can play them for free. And I've been playing through Marathon 1 recently, and it's just
There's
like
definitely a
really
multiplayer for the old Marathons.
Yeah, you can even play multiplayer on the old Marathon if you like to. If you really feel like you want to play old Marathon multiplayer with the jank that it comes with, but I mean, sure, go for it. But yeah, no, I've been playing through it, and it's just like one of these.
It's not like an extraction game, but the pieces are there. Like you can see it trying to be that, but not fully committing to it. But like the setup is there, the pieces are there, the way the game runs is there. And more importantly, we're not talking about old Marathon because nobody cares.
No, that's everyone cares about Marathon because it's the old one that everyone thought it was gonna be. Like so many people thought it was gonna be.
No. I'm gonna wager that I'm gonna be honest. Most people probably don't remember old Marathon. That's not like and like. I'm gonna be honest. Most people probably didn't really know Bungie until Halo. Like. Bungie as a company is Halo and Destiny to probably 90% of the fucking world at this point in terms of video game people. Like, they really, like, weren't a, like, well-known name until Halo and Destiny, really. They were there, and they were doing stuff, some of it good, some of it bad, like everyone else. But, like, I'm not saying there's not people who are like, yo, Marathon's back, but, like, I don't think that, like, the selling point of this is nostalgia. Because I don't think there is enough nostalgia for Marathon as an IP. It's essentially been a long dead IP. Like, that's it. That's an old fucking ass game. Like, people don't know what that is.
It's old, and there's definitely, like, always been, like, cameos. Basically been, like, Easter eggs and stuff from Marathon placed into Halo, Destiny, like there's just constant like references, callback from Marathon in those games, and so I can say like yes, is it an old game that people have played? Most likely not, but some people may have known about it, heard about. Like I heard Marathon initially because I watch a YouTuber and he went over all the Marathon games, and it was one of the most interesting things I had to view because, like,
Marathon's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, it's incredibly weird. It is
like that, like sci-fi fringe fucking what the fuck is going on here kind of shit. Like
exactly.
Marathon is that quintessential sci-fi. Sci-fi is like rooted in like actual science, and then there is that's sci-fi, and then there is the other side of sci-fi, which honestly needs its own fucking name because it is ignoring the roots of science for the most part and just kind of fucking off and doing whatever the hell it wants.
And the funny thing is that like the story on Marathon is told through terminals. So like if you just go to the normal terminals and stuff like that, you could completely miss the entire story. Like just completely not know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. So anyway, that trailer, first of all, was sick
Yeah,
as fucking.
but that trailer was sick.
The
That
color
was sick.
aesthetic, the tones, the shades, the shitty quality of that fucking 80s music, and then when it turns to good quality when the trailer kicks off. It is going to be an extraction game. That it is confirmed.
That one is gonna be extraction.
Cross-play, cross-save right out the gate.
Yeah.
I've already signed up for any potential beta tests and everything, all the emails and all that. I'm fucking super excited because, as we talked about earlier, the fucking gunplay and gameplay of Destiny has always been good and only gotten better. They know how to make a satisfying shooter.
Yep.
And I personally, for Bungie, I'm clocked out for Destiny. I am all on the Marathon train. Get me in as soon as possible. Show me, take me back to that really, really good, like, just straight up go back to, like, that 80s fucking freako sci-fi where it's like, this is what the future will be in 20 years in the year 2000. The world will end in flames, and now Jean-Claude Van Damme is the master president of the entire galaxy. And some fucking dumb shit like that, like that kind of fucking shit where, like, what is that movie where, it's like, I don't want to say Bruce Willis and somebody where he gets like unfrozen and has to like go kill them and like all the weird shit.
Demolition Man?
Demolition Man, yeah, that kind of sci-fi where
Stallone.
it's Sylvester Stallone, where it's like that kind of sci-fi where if you even then when it came out, people were like, that doesn't make any sense. And even now, with as advanced as technology has become, we look at Demolition Man and we're like, that doesn't make any sense. That's not how that could possibly work. And Demolition Man is like, shut the fuck up, nerd, loser. It's cool. Kill yourself. Like, I want that back so bad. I want it back so bad.
Could never become the mainstream food.
Never. Who knows? There's only talk.
But no, yeah.
What about the shells? What was the shells about? We've still never gotten that answer. Why is it shells? It's never explained.
We'll never.
It was the weirdest part of that fucking movie, and if you know, you know. What were the shells about?
Yeah, those three shells.
So take me back to that freako. We don't care about reality levels of sci-fi with this fucking gorgeous, ridiculously like saturated aesthetic going on, like. If that's what the game looks like that art style, yo, I am into this. It's fucking vibrant as hell, dude. It's fucking sick looking. It looks cool as hell. And I also,
I'm
big fan of extraction games. I like extraction games. They're better battle royales in every way.
Yeah. Man, like I love Marauders. I've not touched it back since December, I think. And that's only because the fact that like what's it called? The big updates require account wipes, so I rather just wait for like 1.0.
Yep.
So that way like I don't have to deal with account wipes.
I'm very excited to see Bungie bring this franchise back. I hope they go full fucking ham with it. There is like apparently a Vidoc that came up too with it. I haven't watched that yet. I will later to this week or something because I do want to see like if there's any hidden.
Yeah, I saw the doc that they did for the game. It was very interesting.
I'm really excited for this. I think it's cool to see Bungie like. You know, thank God Destiny's been successful for them as it had been because it's allowed us to get to this point where they're like, okay, but Destiny is ongoing and it's killing it even when it's not killing it. We've got enough money now, we can do some other stuff, and this is one of the other things. This is one of the things that was rumored for a while, and I was tentatively hoping it was real, and now it is confirmed. What a fucking trailer. That's also, how you build hype in a game that people have not heard about.
Do yourselves a favor. Go and look up the OG Marathon's soundtrack. It's really good.
It's insane. It's so good. It's just absolutely insane. Yeah, the fucking that's one of the highlights of the Sony thing to me. I was like amped up for that. That shit looks awesome.
That was pretty much my highlight for me as well. The only thing was that was funny for me was the fact that like I was watching a trailer. I know we didn't put it up because I didn't really like have much to say about it other than like when I was thinking, I was like, oh, is this Ghost Runner 2? And then immediately Ghost Runner 2. Like, oh wow, I called it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I haven't played it yet, so that's why I was like I didn't want to bring it
Right,
up because
yeah.
I'm like still yet to play it. So
So,
once
Lizzie, did you have any you would like to bring up that caught your eye out of anything you watched of the list of trailers we had?
Oh, well, if we're gonna go through all of them since we're on marathon now, I just wanted to say that I did not know there was an old marathon, and when I watched the trailer for marathon last night, something you said really resonated with me because it was almost exactly what I thought. I was like, how the fuck did they make me want something that I have no idea what the fuck it's about, but it's goddamn gorgeous.
I mean, if you just go watch Destiny trailers, especially in the last like 5 expansions, this fucking company knows how to make a trailer. Because those
Oh,
trailers, like, if you don't have any context for Destiny, those trailers pull in a lot of new players who have no idea what the fuck is this game is on about, but that shit just looks dope, man.
yeah, it's
yeah.
really
Spoilers,
gorgeous.
Hollywood writers. Sometimes it don't need to make sense. Sometimes it just looks cool. Star Wars
Yeah.
Episode 8 haters, I don't care that it's dumb that the ship goes into warp speed and cracks the other ships.
rule
And
of cool,
it's
baby, rule of
fucking
cool.
sick. It was the coolest scene in the goddamn movie. It was awesome. I like it. It's good. You didn't see me complaining about how Starkiller Base drains a sun to shoot lasers that split into 5 more lasers, and the sun never gets any smaller even though it's being drained. Who cares? Shut up. It's cool. I don't need it to be explained all the time. It's cool.
It also gave me some Matrix vibes.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah, yeah, big.
it.
Yeah, I
I
love
think
the
that's
colors.
another
Yeah,
reason why it really called to me because again, nostalgia.
Yeah.
It was just like though this thing it looks really near flawless. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful. The graphics are so gorgeous
I
and
am
crispy and then like Matrix vibes in the
God,
background.
if you like, because that's gonna be well a current gen and PC launch, so that's a solid state drive game only for sure. We're heading into that territory because the next gen of consoles is probably 2 years away, and
Yep.
once we're there, everything now is solid state drive except for Nintendo, I guess.
Yep.
But so like once we're there, like and we're approaching it now. So now we're starting to see games, and we already were. I mean, we've talked about it before, Vaughn, but like I firmly believe Cyberpunk's terrible launch really stemmed from trying to make that motherfucker run on hard drives, and you just shouldn't even bothered. It should have been a current gen solid state drive only launch because it's just better. We need to get away from hard drives and stop developing for them. Solid state drives are not that expensive, and consoles have them now. Like, it's time to move on so that games can move further forward like they've been wanting to since solid state drives existed for like 10 years. Let's
yeah.
leave the hard drives behind where they belong. They served us well. Let the damn things rest. New character, new campaign. Let's go. Um, if that's what the fucking god, I really like. I know that's just a trailer and not indicative of gameplay, but like, I trust Bungie on gameplay, certainly, and visually,
Yeah.
Destiny 2 is very pretty, so if that's the aesthetic you're going for in a game that's definitely built for only current gen consoles and PC, which means it's only for solid state drives, really, uh, that's a really goddamn looking aesthetic. Like, I really hope the game looks exactly like that trailer looked like, because I'm gonna just love running around in that. Because visually, that was just so enjoyable. It was just a feast, like for the eyes. It was just visually a feast. It's like watching Blade Runner for the first time. When you're like, yo, this is just so fucking cool looking.
And
It's one of those
and
moments where it's like, dystopian capitalism endgame sucks, but it looks really cool.
and here's the thing: we also have the fact that I know this hasn't been mentioned, but the fact that like the game is in space. This is all like in space, so we're gonna see a lot of the what's it called? Um, like the aliens that are from Marathon now like up to date, and
Yeah,
there
yeah,
are
yeah,
some
yeah.
really cool
Oh, yeah, yeah,
designs
yeah, yeah, yeah,
for
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Marathon. There
Oh,
are some
yeah.
really good
And then
designs.
new
So
shit. They could just do new shit. They could do whatever. It's their IP.
yeah,
And really excited for this. Like really, I this is the shit I want to see more than like remakes. Like, don't get me wrong, the RE remakes, absolutely worth doing. All of them. Because it's making them way better games, and it's just, they're really old, right? And Silent Hill 2 deserves it. I just don't think Blooper Team and Konami can pull it off. Don't get me wrong, there are old
Yeah, no,
games
no.
that, there are old
I can
games
definitely
that deserve
understand that.
them, but more than anything, I want to start seeing studios be like, yo, we've been hitting these high success notes with our with our IPs in the last 10 years and stuff. Let's start digging deep into that. Let's open the fucking, like, the little old treasure chest in the back of the studio in the CEO's office. Go to the fucking janitor's closet, right? Go talk to the janitor from the game Control, that fucking guy. He's got all the stuff in there. Go find his fucking Super 8 cassette tapes or whatever. Go get Spielberg and his old little fucking Super 8 cassette player or whatever the fuck the video game equivalent is, right? Pull out the floppy disk, blow out the dust, put it in your fucking Macintosh or whatever, and bring me my old IPs back, like Marathon and other shit. And, like, start digging in the pile, because there's some really good stuff in there that hasn't been touched in years. Like, decades. Like, some of this stuff hasn't seen the light of day in over 20 years, maybe more. Some of this stuff is older than I am. And some of it is really good. It was good back then, and if you take it and just try to do that now with the tech we have, like, come on. There's so much stuff in there that needs to be, like, brought forward. So many IPs suffered because they were just, the concept was ahead of its time, you know? And we really need to start digging into that pile of those kind of IPs where it's like, no, this was a good idea, we just didn't have the fucking technology to do it then. We do now, and Marathon is definitely one of them. Like, I cannot wait to have this game. Like, I'm very excited about this. I think
I'm super
good,
excited.
like, it's a really good game to pick to do that too, and I hope it's super successful, so it sets the trend of, like, hey, reach in that janitor's closet, Capcom, what's in there? Reach in that janitor's closet, Naughty Dog, what's in there, right? What do you got in there? What IPs does this company own? Like, you know who needs to be shown that that's a good thing to do? EA. EA, you have, like, a mound of corpses of IPs that are worth saving. You've got the money. Like, start dusting these off. Like, come on. You have killed more franchises than Suge Knight has killed careers. Dust it off. Dust it off and see what's in there. Let's see what's in the old archives, huh? Except for F-Zero, because we only had one hard copy of that, and the fires in the studio in California burnt them. Anyway. So then there was Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
I think the designs look good. Combat looks good. I think the cinematic sequences in these games are kind of getting a little bit out of hand. Watching that trailer, I felt like that, like, cinematic sequence that it is still gameplay, but, like, I felt like it went on for too long.
Yeah.
And it started to bother me the more I saw it. You know, it was giving me, like, God of War 1 vibes, where I was like, this was really hype back in the day when there was nothing like it, but I don't want an overly long cinematic sequence where I'm just kind of like, all right, do my QTE, okay, dialogue, QTE, dialogue, QTE, or a little bit of actually kind of playing the game, because I really don't feel like QTEs are very, like, interactive, really. They're like, they're still good here and there in the right moment, but if you overdo it, it feels like I'm kind of not playing anything after a while.
You're just waiting for the button prompt, and
yes,
then...
yeah. So, like, I don't know. I felt like it dragged on.
Cutscenes with more work.
Yes, cutscenes with more work. So, like, yeah, I felt like it dragged on, and I'll be honest, I still haven't finished the Spider-Man. I never started Miles Morales, because I started the Spider-Man game, and I was like, it's okay, but, like, it's clearly just trying to Arkham Spider-Man. They're trying to do that, and good, because the Arkham games are good. Playing as Batman is more fun than playing as Spider-Man to me. And Spider-Man's, like, game felt like a fucking collectathon to me. Like, it had, like, Banjo-Kazooie vibes of, go here, do the thing, collect the thing, go here, do the thing, collect the thing, and also had cinematic sequences that I felt dragged on way too fucking long to the point where I was getting tired of them very quickly in the game. And I just like overall like the more I played it the less I enjoyed the game. Just cuz I was just like it's not as fun fighting as Spider-Man as it was Batman. The story wasn't as interesting to me, and the side quest stuff in the Spider-Man game literally feels like busy work for collecting things, whereas to me, pretty much almost every side thing in the Arkham games is like interesting side stories that parallel to the main story and provide really good dialogue and character growth, but are also unique and different enough and challenging enough. And while the core gameplay combat loop is more satisfying to me than the Spider-Man stuff was, like it's just like the Arkham games just did it better. And they set the standard to me. So now playing the Spider-Man ones, I'm like, if the Arkham games didn't exist, I'd have a higher opinion of these Spider-Man games. I can't really speak for Miles Morales because I've never played it. I personally, from just looking at it, I think Miles looks way more fun to play than Peter does. I think the Venom suit shit looks incredible. Um, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I'll pick it up or not. Like, because I never finished the Spider-Man game and I never touched Miles Morales. So maybe, maybe not. No idea. But like, cool to see Spider-Man happening. Uh, don't really have much more to say on that. Like I'm kind of lukewarm on it. Like I think it looks good and stuff. I still think it's good. I just think what it's doing isn't really landing with me because I'm just not enjoying what it's doing enough.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, for me personally, like having played Miles Morales and having played Spider Man, it's like they're good games. And like I don't know, I don't expect Spider Man 2 to be like any less than them. Like I still expect a good quality game. So like
Right.
I wasn't like hyped up because I kind of know what to expect and it's gonna be good in a sense. That like that's how I expect it to
Yep.
be. So if
A
it
solid six. A
changes, yeah.
solid 6, 7.
Honestly, for me, it's like a solid 8 or 9, 10 sometimes. Because it, like I said, like Spider-Man 1, I think it was like kind of like around an 8 or 9. Miles
Mm.
Morales was definitely like
Mm-hmm.
9 per se.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So
again,
that's why I'm
that's
like I don't
yeah.
I feel like
Everyone's
I'm gonna
personal
get
taste and stuff. It's just like,
yeah.
but yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's just like I'm just like I'm not. I don't like whole. I don't like collectathons, especially when it's collectathons that is like gating me from things I actually want, like suits. Like in like Assassin's Creed, collectathons almost always are just for like an achievement for some fucking thing I don't give a fuck about, so I don't feel compelled to even bother. But in the Spider-Man thing, I'm like, I want the suit though. Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
have to go do these really menial tasks that really, really overstay their welcome, and oh god, I hate this. Like I don't enjoy doing this, even for the thing I really want, to the point where I just stopped playing the game, which sucks because like I'm actually a big Spider-Man fan, but like just I got tired of that. You know what it is? It's because these Spider-Man games, honestly, are pretty much the same exact formula of the old Spider-Man games back in the PS2 era. They're just new. And I got tired of that formula for like superhero games back in the PS2 era, which is why I stopped playing them, and why superhero games were basic, or comic book character games were basically dead to me until Batman Arkham came out. And so far, only the Arkham games have nailed it for me. Nothing else has come close. We'll see, because I know they're making a Wolverine game, which apparently I think is rated R, last I heard. So we'll see how that goes. Um, there's the fucking Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which is by the Arkham people, but delayed again, and weird shit going on with that, so I'm starting to worry about that.
And it's what's it called? It's gonna be like
Yeah, it's like a
live
yeah,
servicey and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see, we'll see. There was Gotham Knights, which I wanted to play because Quarter Owls, man, so cool. And then it was like some weird RPG thing that was like very lukewarm, and I was just like, oh, that's
Yeah.
kind of bummer. It visually looks really pretty though. Um, so we'll see. Still, still hoping for that Batman Arkham Beyond one day. That'll never
Gonna have to
happen.
wait more. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's the Spider-Man. Sword of the Sea is another one that caught my eye because a new game by the Journey folks. Journey
I saw that. I was like,
Journey
okay.
is still one of the best games I've ever played. I have like I play it like once a year. Every year I go back and play it. It's just such an experience. There's nothing quite like it. And the moment the trailer started, I was like, Journey Bros, and immediately confirmed Journey Bros. And I was like, yeah, the Journey people are back. Love them, love them. Um, Revenant Hill, a new
Mm-hmm.
game from the makers of Night in the Woods, finally are back with a new
Yeah.
game. And I love Night in the Woods. Be gay, do
I thought that
crime.
looked familiar.
Yeah, so they're finally making a new game. I'm really excited about that because Night in the Woods is really fucking good. It is a fantastic little game. Like, it generally is just really good. There's some other stuff on my list here if anyone else has other stuff they want to jump to. Because I didn't, not every trailer made it to my list to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of got most of the bulk ones. Like, I can't think of anything else.
I mean,
Like,
I
I know
have one more really big one for me, but I wanted to see if anyone else had any that they really wanted to talk about that I didn't mention.
Well, those two that were just mentioned, I will say I didn't have any experience with A Night in the Woods other than like watching other people stream it, but I did really like it. And so when I saw the
Mm-hmm.
trailer for
Revenant
I'm
Hill,
not sure if it's supposed to be a direct follow-up or whatever, but I really like it. It looks like the same graphics and everything, looks really cute. And what was the other one? Sword of the Sea?
Sword of the
That
Sea.
one,
Yeah. Yep, that's
the
Yeah.
made by
the
the Journey.
trailer for it was
It's
also
beautiful.
absolutely
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
skateboarding.
Yeah.
Literally, like skateboarding.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is why
fucking
I'm
awesome.
I Skater Story. I hope that one comes out soon.
Yeah, Skater Story. I want to get that too. That looks really cool. I've been following that one for a while.
Yeah.
Skater Story, Lizzie, is like an indie skate game where you're skating through hell.
Mm.
That's like the premise,
But
basically.
like the chillest music you've heard.
The chillest music you heard, and the art style is fucking out of this world. Like, like visually, it's incredible looking. And I think
Sounds
it's
like my
been,
kind of game,
I think it's
honestly.
like been a one-person project for a while, and might still be. I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
I have to look into that, but like I've been following that one for a while. And another one that I very much enjoyed the trailer of, and I'm excited because when it comes to this studio, I'm always excited because even when they're bad, they're good, and lately they've just been goddamn fantastic. And
Remedy.
that's Alan Wake 2. Let's go. Look at this weird ass shit going on here. This is some top notch fucking freak show shit going on. Remedy coming out swinging on the glorious golden laurels of the masterpiece fucking insanity that is Control. If you have not played Control, do yourself a favor and pick up Control and its DLC and just play the game. Read everything you come across and just enjoy that fucking mindfuck of a game. That game made my brain go like inside out and back. I was like, that game is the most David Lynch thing that has nothing to do with David Lynch I've ever seen in my life, to the point where I'm like, this fucking game, like, so like consistently, just every time something happens in Control, I'm just like, yo, that was the coolest thing ever. What the fuck was that, man? And it's doing that cool like paranormal thing that gives me the reaction that I dub the "what do you mean, bro?" where it's like the phone and it's like, what? Answer the phone. What? And then you're holding the gun to your head and it's like, you're the director now. Do you accept? What? And then you're reading reports about the hiss, but they're written from you in the future. But because they're from you in the future, they're blacklisted to you in the present because you're not that rank yet. So you can't even read your own reports because they're redacted to past, present you. And then the fridge. Don't look away. Don't look away from the fridge. Someone has to be assigned to watching the fridge at all times. Do not even blink. And you're just like, the fuck does that mean, bro? It is X-Files-y David Lynch levels of like paranormal shit that does not get explained. That whole, like, the unknown is the most compelling thing, right? Always and always has been. Like, that's how you tell the story, is you give us the lore, but you give us a lot where it's like, we don't know. Or here's what we do know, right? Where it's just more compelling than overly explaining every fucking detail. So Control's fucking fantastic. Go play Control. Put that on your fucking list if that's not on your list, listeners. Control is really good. It's really fucking good. And has some of the best accessibility options I've seen, honestly. They're to the point where, like, you can just make yourself pretty much unkillable right out the gate with accessibility options for people who, like, struggle with things. So that you can just experience this game. I think there's literally, like, a you can't die setting.
Damn.
So it's like, if you're really, like, if you have some kind of disability or whatever, or you're just being challenged by the game that much, there is everything from, like, infinite ammo suit. You can make your health regen go up to, like, 300% by default. There's so many options to straight up just a never die mode. And I'm pretty sure it does not, like, affect your ability to earn trophies or achievements or whatever, turning any of that on. Which a lot of games still do, where it's like, okay, you're using the accessibility options, so you can only earn some of the achievements or none of them, which is super scummy, because, like, that's not fair to the people who are disabled and need those options. Where Control is like, nah, make yourself immortal, you can still get all the achievements, you did it still, who cares? We just want you to experience our weird, insane world we created. Which is, canonically, in the same world as Alan Wake. And Alan Wake 2 is coming this year. I think it looks really good.
Yeah, October 17th, I think, or something like that.
I personally think Alan Wake is one of the most slept on fucking games of its time, because I think it's really good. I still think it's really good. I think it was absolutely a sleeper hit that did not get the respect it was due. And
I'm going to completely disagree. I think it was a sleeper because it needed to sleep. It needed to just stay asleep.
Alan
it
Wake
was not good.
For the time
it was,
it came out, absolutely.
It was rough.
Compared to the other shit that was coming out in that kind of genre back then, there was no competition. Yeah, I want to play fucking Amnesia again for the 90 millionth time. Oh, let's hide from the monster again. Let me go play Soma or some dumb shit like that. Or God forbid I will Outlast, Satan, gore for gore's sake. At least Alan Wake was interesting the whole time. I'd rather have interesting and bad gameplay than good gameplay and not interesting horror. What the hell's the point of that?
No, that for me, that game was just rough as hell. I don't think I could ever play it again.
I don't think I could play it again at this point in age, because it's gonna feel too outdated. But at the time, absolutely a winner. Absolutely. In terms of what I was getting in the horror, like, survival horror, paranormal weirdo genre, there was nothing. There was nothing but Alan Wake. Everything else sucked. Ori was dead at that point. Silent Hill had long been in 7 graves deep. Fucking, what else was there? Nothing. There was, like, nothing. Horror was basically dead. It was all stupid, dumb shit like Amnesia. At least Alan Wake was out there trying to do something. And still, more compelling, at least story-wise and lore-wise, than anything out there within 5 years of its release. And this one looks really good. And, Jake Gyllenhaal's in it. And I like Jake Gyllenhaal. I think he's a good actor, especially when he's allowed to, like, be a fucking weirdo. And the vibes I'm getting from him in this trailer for Alan Wake 2 are the movie Nightcrawler, I think it's called. Yeah?
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Nightcrawler, go watch Nightcrawler. It's really weird and kind of freaky. Jake Gyllenhaal is really good at being a freak. He's one of those actors. You should just let him play some fucking psycho in every movie. Because he's really good at it for some reason. So, I really like what Alan Wake 2 is doing. I've really liked that trailer. It set a fun tone, and I'm fucking excited. I'm gonna day one that. I'll probably be streaming that, actually.
I gotta say, seeing Alan Wake 2, I'm like, Ari has done it again. In the sense that, like, the 3D, like, the 3rd person thing has come back once more. Because, like, it feels like
We
this
are
because it
we
is
are in
survival
the
horror.
we are in the era of third person survival horror again.
Yeah.
But this has all been done before. We've done this before. Just
No,
like we
we've
did
done
the
this before,
we
but
did the first person
understand
era
that
before too. Survival horror is a loop, and I don't understand why everyone doesn't have understand this. Horror in general is a repetitive loop of subgenres, and it has to be because it's the hardest genre to do well consistently. Because horror requires you to be afraid on some level of something. But the more you are exposed to something, the more sensitized your brain gets. This is like a scientific real fact. Like, if you are afraid in real life and then you encounter the thing that made you afraid, even if you're still afraid, you are subconsciously a little less afraid. And some things you get desensitized to much quicker and quicker. And in a video game where you're not physically actually in any real danger, you're gonna get desensitized and feel less fear at a much faster rate. Same thing with like movies and stuff. That's why it's so hard to make sequels for horror movies. Because it's like, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
already saw this thing. It's why the first Alien is such a strong entry point and the rest of the franchise is nowhere near as good. Even if it is still quite good, because the first one is a horror film. The others can't be because we already know what the alien is now. Whereas like so now we're back in that third person survival horror. Except are we though? Because like there's still Outlast Trials just came out and that's first person. And the new Resident Evils, like by the end, like RE7 and RE8 both have first person and third person modes now, right? I know RE8 does. Did RE7 ever get a first person mode? Or a third person mode?
RE8?
RE8 has a first person mode and a third person mode.
Yes.
I don't remember if RE7 got both.
No.
Okay, so RE8 has both. Um, Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if RE4 got a first person mode if it doesn't already have one. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't. It's a little weird because we're kind of like we're more in a third person survival horror era, but we're still getting first person stuff, which is usually not the case. Usually, you go through a couple years of one or the other. But it's definitely a predominantly like third person right now, which I personally think I prefer. I think I prefer third person for survival horror. There's
Yeah, no, that's
something
fair.
there's something about like having a wider view because I'm looking at it from a third person perspective, which I can't in real life, and then like having that extra vision and still being fucking scared is more frightening and compelling to me than first person, which is my default in real life vision and being scared, right? Because in third
Mm-hmm.
person, when I think about it logically, I'm like, I can see way more than I can in real life. So I should see more spooky
Yeah.
shit coming. So I should be able to react better to shit. So you feel like you're in a better playing field, but you're not. And I like that. I like that. I like being able to, because like if you're in first person and something creeps up and grabs you, it doesn't even like there's no fear effect at all until the grab has already happened, right? And the animation's playing and you might be dead anyway. In
Mm-hmm.
third person, you can see it coming, and whether the game is a game where you can even get out of it or not doesn't matter. The build up adds tension where you're just like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
I was
Like
literally
yeah.
just about to say that's why I feel like one of the reasons why DVD is so effective
Mm-hmm.
in the way that it is because that you're exactly right. The field of view and the way that it paints a picture, you see so much more, therefore there's so much more stimuli to
When you
rely
stare
on.
into the abyss, it stares back.
Yeah.
Like
But also when
seeing
you
more
see
is
something
scary.
coming, there's way more anticipation than something sneaking
and
up on you and
and
grabbing
and
you
the
when you don't know.
anticipation plays on the thing that like it's like actually like how like psychological torture and intimidation works is to not
Mhm.
provide details because
Mhm.
being vague makes their mind fill in the blanks and your mind will always create something worse than what the reality is. So that third
Mhm.
person view lends to that anticipation of your mind creating way more worst case scenarios, especially on a first playthrough where you don't know what
Yep.
the rules are, you don't know what the thing's going to do yet. So your mind is gonna start going a million miles a second where you saw like a fucking twitch in the shadows or from the camera angle, and you turn to go look at that and you're like, what the fuck is that? And if the developer's smart, that twitch was a fake out red herring, because now that you turned around with your character and you're going towards that, the actual thing's now behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see it creeping up on you and you turn back to that, and it just fucks with you all day. Like, I feel like it just lends itself to a way more like interesting perspective for that genre personally. So, Alan Wake 2, it looks really good trailer wise, gameplay wise. It looked good. I'm really excited for that. Yeah, October 17th.
Yeah, this probably will sound sinful to some people, but I never played the first. But I will say, after seeing the trailer for the second, it really makes me want to try.
It would definitely be hard to play, like, not like
It's rough.
technologically, but like it hasn't
Mm.
aged well.
Aged well.
At the
Yeah, it's
time, it
not.
was very good. It was definitely a
Mm-hmm.
sleeper hit, but it too is happening because there is a big fan base of Alan Wake 2, like bigger than you
Mm-hmm.
would think. Like, Alan Wake 2 is beloved by the people that love it. It is a cult classic to that niche group, and that group
Mm-hmm.
has been growing bigger and bigger and bigger despite the game not aging well, because it
Mm-hmm.
didn't age well because it was really like a bad game. It didn't age well because technologically we've just moved so far past what that is capable of. It's the reason a lot of horror games are getting remakes right now, is because these games are good, but we are just so far past them in terms of time and technological advancements that now they seem bad, and they're not actually bad for the most part. So yeah, Alan Wake 2. I'm excited. I love Remedy. I love them being weird and doing weird fucking freak shit all the time. So, shoutouts to Remedy, killing it lately. I can't wait. And that was pretty much, I think, all I had written down for Newsflash. So if anyone has anything else, now is the time.
Not that I
Yeah,
can
that's
think of.
honestly all I had for the at least the PlayStation stuff, to be honest.
I mean, if you have more news, now is the time. I didn't have anything else because I didn't get the time to look at or catch up with any articles or anything.
Let's see. So we had the PlayStation stuff. Oh man, I think there was something that I'm trying to remember. So let's see. Yeah, the Street Fighter 6 beta. The Golem game came out, and that was a thing.
Oh yeah, that's
That was
I
a
mean,
thing.
I'm a little confused as to why anyone is surprised it's terrible. It's looked terrible every time we've seen anything of it. It looks like it's a PS2 game. Like it's always looked this bad. Every picture, every video, everything we've ever seen about this game has looked bad. I am genuinely surprised why anyone thought it was going to be incredible or even good remotely. Like, it looks trash every time we've seen it. Literally every time. And I'm gonna be honest, huge Lord of the Rings fan. Big Lord of the Rings fan. Maybe the biggest. Not really a game worth making. There's nothing to tell here. I'm sorry. No one cares about this story. We know what Gollum's story is. It's called The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. Like, and I don't want to play through that, because the most important parts of Gollum's story are when he's with the fucking people in The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. Almost everything he could do by himself does not and never will be interesting or matter. So, like, I don't know what the point of this game was. Um, but I do know that it is now confirmed that Amazon did end up like coming to some agreement or working with a new studio. I think the Lord of the Rings, the new MMO, is happening. Confirmed again. It is happening actually, because it was potentially happening, and then Amazon couldn't reach an agreement with the studio they were going to work with, and it fell down. And it was recently confirmed that with a new studio, it is happening.
Okay.
I think they're just doing it with I think they're just doing it in house. Actually, they've it's like the team that did New World, basically. Like, it's some of those people have branched off to create like a second studio to do the um new Lord of the Rings MMO that's gonna be coming. So I'll check it out when it comes out, just because I'm actually enjoying my time in New World. Still, I'm playing it. It's gotten much better. It's very approachable and accessible, and I like it, and it's fun. And if you can give me that with something around that with Lord of the Rings with an updated like graphics, because like the Lord of the Rings MMO that exists is very old, even though I've heard it's very good, but it's also a very old style of MMO which doesn't appeal to me. So I like Lord of the Rings. Give me new Lord of the Rings games, please. Ones that are good. I don't want this Gollum game.
Hmm.
One of my friends, she really wants the Lord of the Rings, but like the RTS one that came out
Mm-hmm.
like some time ago.
There's been a couple Lord of the Rings RTSs actually, like two or
It's
three,
like
I
War
think.
for Middle Earth, or I
Something
forget.
like
It
that.
was
One of those
yeah.
Battle for Middle Earth or the
I think it
fucking
might have been. Yeah, they were like, I
Conquest of
just
Middle
want
Earth
to.
or something like that.
She's like, I just want another one, please.
I like God, Lord of the Rings. What would I like? I honestly, I really like the Shadow of Mordor games. I think that's a really fun take on the world. Um, Even though it's like playing loose with the lore, I don't care. It doesn't have to be canon. Just make it fun, make it interesting. And boy, was that interesting. Um, I like stuff like that. I think that's cool. I would love like God, I would love like a Souls like Lord of the Rings set in like the first age or the second age where we have very little like hard strict like lore tools and you could get real wacky and crazy with it. Like I think that would make a great genre for Lord of the Rings. um I would honestly love like a survival horror game about just like the first men trying to survive orcs and Morgoth. That could be really cool, like the dark age of Middle Earth basically. You could do like a cool survival horror game there. There's options, and I hope we see them explored because it's a franchise that it should be used more often. And kind of isn't really. Um, in the news, however, I did forget about this. Wolf Eye Studios has announced that it's partnered up with somebody not to like lose any control of their product or anything, but to give them basically a lot more funding and resources to be way more ambitious with their new IP, which they have now started developing. So, unfortunately, as far as we know now, there is no more Weird West coming. I still haven't finished Weird West. I'm still very much enjoying it. It's very good.
Yeah, I
But
haven't finished it yet, but yeah, I've had
like
fun with it.
a hell of a debut. I was very pleased with Weird West. It lived up to all expectations I had set for it personally, and passed them. Honestly, I think it's a fucking fantastic game. Especially since fantasy western, like grim dark fantasy western, is an underused combination of genres to me that I adore. So I'm really
Yeah,
excited
no,
to
it really
see
do
what
be.
their next game is because I think that was a very strong entry. Like that was a really good fucking game, and I'm glad it got them the recognition they deserved to like be able to like, hey, we're gonna have a lot more funding and resources, so our next game we get to be like way more ambitious with because I think Weird West was pretty ambitious for a first time even if they had experience in the industry. Like it was really good. It really delivered. So that's really cool to see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. If anyone has anything, feel free to bring said things up. I don't think I had anything. I'm checking to see if I saved any articles anywhere for any reason. Um, uh, I don't think so. I think that could be it for the news flash.
Yeah, I think on the news front, I thought I had more to say, and there might be something that I'm missing, but I'll have to. Um,
I mean, other than like the Sony showcase, it was kind of a light month, really. Next month is I think gonna be kind of huge because it's Summer Games Fest and I believe an Xbox showcase as well. That is not part of the Summer Games Fest because I think the Xbox showcase is in like roughly 3 weeks after the Sony showcase, and Summer Games Fest is next month. So next month's episode we'll have a lot more news to talk about. I think because
yeah, we'll definitely have more to talk
there's
about.
there's some whispers and rumors about Summer Games Fest as always, but usually there's at least one or two really cool surprises, unexpected cool things in Summer Games Fest these days, and like a handful of we expect to see more of this cool thing here. Because
Yeah,
Summer Games Fest is like the thing now. That's where the big things are happening. Um, and I think that'll do it for Newsflash, and which brings us to the next segment, Future feature. I like that one.
Oh, that's a good title.
Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it? And this one is just games, cinema, books, music, anything in that pop culture zeitgeist that's coming up next month that we're excited about. Anyone want to start?
Wait, next month?
Yeah, we talk about stuff that's coming up next month that we're excited about. We've done this all the time. What's coming up that you want, that, like, next month, is it coming out? You're excited to start it.
Oh, okay. Because, like, I'm going to have to check to see what... Because next month, I mean, is... what's it called? A Street Fighter. Like, there is no...
Called? This man did not just what's it called Street Fighter.
I did.
One of the most iconic fucking franchises in the history of video games, and this man just said, you know, what's it called? Fucking
the thing with the stuff.
Punch Boulevard, Kick Lane.
Punch Boulevard.
This man just said, you know, good old what's his name?
Strike Alley.
Ryu. Good old Ryu and Corb, like fucking Chan Line and fucking holy Jesus Christ.
Okay, yeah, Street Fighter is basically the thing I'm looking for next month. I need to see if there's anything else coming out next month other than Street Fighter 6, because there might be something. Like, I was trying to consider getting Darkest Dungeon 2 this month, but I kind of backed off on that one for the time being because too much stuff. Too much stuff.
We are spoiled for choice these days. Kids don't know how well they have it, and they never will. For me, there's no doubt. We all know what time it is. Mommy Lilith commands and I obey. Diablo 4. Diablo 4.
Of course.
Diablo 4. And then more Diablo 4.
Diablo.
I'm very excited. I've already pre-ordered. I get to pre-install on the 31st. And I actually found out, for me, Diablo 4 goes live at 7 p.m. on the 1st. So,
wait,
yes, 7 p.m. EST for me on the 1st. Yeah.
Well.
And my new internet, my gigabyte line of internet, where I will be Etherneted directly plugged in, and the router, even if I was on Wi-Fi, will literally be less than half a foot to the left of me, like literally within an arm's length easy, gets installed 10 a.m. to noon, somewhere in that block, on the 1st. So by the time Diablo 4 is available for me to play, I'll be on gigabyte internet. And I'll be the only one ever on the line. No one else is ever getting it.
No one else. No one played Diablo 4. It's mine. It's all mine.
It's mine. It's for me. Mr. Blizzard personally said it was for me, okay?
I see.
I just got off the phone with my uncle who works at Blizzard.
Damn.
And so, Lizzie, do you have anything coming up? Anything at all? It doesn't have to be games. It could be anything kind of pop culture, movies, an album, books, or something, or a show coming up. Anything, games, or anything next month that is even remotely on your radar that you're hoping to like at least try out.
I mean, out of some of the games that we've already discussed, there's some that I haven't experienced yet that I will be. I know a lot of people right now in the Switch world are going crazy for Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
My wife is binging that currently, so whenever she gets finished with that, I'm probably going to do, because I never finished Breath of the Wild, so I'll probably end up doing Breath of the Wild and then Tears of the Kingdom after.
I tried Breath of the Wild when I first got a Switch just to try it out, because I got the Switch to get Animal Crossing, and people were like, you should try it, it's good. And I was like, I don't like Zelda games, they're fucking boring, bro. And they're like, yeah, but this one's different, it's more like a Dark Souls. And I was like, fine, fuck it, I'll try it. And I tried it, and I think I played, I got, out of tutorial zone, played maybe another hour, and I was just like, alright, I just don't care. I couldn't care less about this world, this story, these characters, and you can fuck right off with this trash-ass weapon durability shit. You can fuck off and die in a ditch. It is bad. It's always been bad. No one should ever put it in any game ever. It's never going to be enjoyable. Not a soul on earth likes weapon durability. There is just a lot of people who tolerate weapon durability. No one likes it. It's not enjoyable. It's never been enjoyable. It's a bad system. And in fucking Breath of the Wild, it's like the worst I've ever seen. To the point where, like, I don't want to use good weapons because they're going to break.
Yep, that's fair.
Like, I just didn't enjoy it. Like, so quickly, I just hated everything about this game. To the point where I was like, it's Zelda, but worse than it's ever been to me. Also, it runs like fucking dog shit, like everything on the Switch.
That's why you need the OLED one, so you can pay more money.
No, how about, I don't do that because your games are bad lately and I don't care.
Yeah, I couldn't get into Breath of the... Like, I played through it, got through actually the 4 dungeons that you're supposed to do.
Breath of the Boring, more likely.
Yeah, and then I was basically at the end, but I just couldn't because I was trying to grind for rubies because the great fairies, like, if you want to get, like, the stuff from them, like, you need a bunch of rubies, and I just, like, I just couldn't, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna get Tears of the Kingdom because no matter how interesting that new gimmick is of, like, fusing stuff and, like, making, like, Metal Gears in the game, I'm just, it's not gonna be up my alley, sadly, but
yeah,
I'm glad people are having a lot of fun.
Yeah, have fun with it. Have fun with it. I just don't see any value in it at all.
Yeah, I seeing someone literally made, like, basically Metal Gear in the game was funny as hell, but yeah.
Yeah.
Link, I hear you're trying to take over Hyrule with a new Metal Gear. Well, it won't work. Yeah, nano machines! See, if it did that, that would be a good game. That's free, Nintendo. You're welcome. Hey, Nintendo. How about that Bayonetta will save our company... Oh. Metroid 4 will... F-Zero... What else do we got? Mario? We already did that this year. More?
Do it again.
More Mario? Okay, we can do that a little bit more, but what about... we got a Zelda cooking? Yeah. Is it really good and different? No, it's basically the same game. Oh.
Alright, put it
Well,
out.
it's a good thing... okay, so what we've learned, as long as the fanboys just never grow a brain, we can just sell the same 2 games over and over and over and over, and every Mario and Zelda game is basically the same. Every single one. They are the most repetitive franchises in the world. There is no difference in them almost between some of them, aside from an aesthetic art style.
Yeah.
And now, I understand back in the day, we were limited in what we can do. We are no longer limited in what we can do. The world is your oyster, Nintendo. The world is your oyster. Make something new. Do something. Anything. I feel like I'm poking a corpse with a stick over here. Hey, come on. Do something. Do something. Move. I'm like at the zoo, but all the animals are sleeping all the time. Hey, come on. Hey, come on. Something new. Do a trick. Hey, what do you... No, I don't want another Mario. No, I don't want more Zelda. What about that? What about that pleasant era of GameCube? Where's... You got another, like a Chibi Robo? No? A Katamari? No? What's that over there? That looks cool. Oh, it's just another Mario? Oh, okay. When's the next Animal Crossing? 7 years from now? Okay. F-Zero's dead? We're sure about... Okay. Kirby? But those are just the same game every time. They just release so less frequently that you don't notice. So it's kind of the same problem, but just in less amount. It's fucking... What else do we got at Nintendo? Is there anything? No, is the answer. No, there's not. There's just Kirby, Mario, and Zelda. guys. That's all there is. Bayonetta's a failure, basically. Chibi Robo's dead forever. Katamari's dead forever. That's not even Nintendo. I don't even think. I'm losing my mind over here. Yeah, I think it was on a Nintendo at some point. Fucking no. We don't have any new things at Nintendo, and the new things we do have are terrible and weird. Yeah. Don't know what's going on over there with that company anymore. No new console announcements, most likely, which means when the next PlayStation and Xbox get announced, either this year or next year, or 2 years later at best, and there's no new Nintendo, and both active gens of the other consoles, which are already killing you in sales all the time, are on solid state drives and PCs solid state drives, and you're on a Switch OLED that's a hard drive that can maybe run a game at 30 frames. Yeah. How this company is still alive, I do not know. Actually, I do. It's called nostalgia sells more than it should.
Yep.
And that's nostalgia is how Nintendo has not gone bankrupt and been bought out by another company. Let's be honest. Mario, Zelda, and fucking Pokemon has carried that company for the last like 20 years.
I mean, like literally like the games that they make cater to basically everyone, so that includes kids. And if you make a console that can be played for kids, you can be assured that you can also have.
But in comes good big brother capitalism / late stage American oligarchy with a fun equation to throw at the Nintendo folks who make games for everyone, including highlight keynote kids. What's that? Wall Street Journal? Millennials and younger generations aren't having children at an exponentially high rate because nobody can afford it? What's that, Nintendo? Most of your market is towards kids? Huh. Might want to start making some other games at some point. Because I'll tell you what's gonna happen. Here's what happens first. Not more kids, certainly. we can't afford them, okay? There's already too many people on this planet anyway, alright? Nintendo, you might not want to bank on that there'll always be more children. Especially if games are getting more expensive and stuff too. Like, I don't know about you, but with prices going up everywhere all the time, like even though I'm making more money these days, I'm definitely willing to drop Nintendo entirely so I can buy more other stuff.
Yeah, like
and like, let's be honest, the kids aren't your biggest money market. It's the parents that have the money of the kids that are your biggest money market. The kids can't actually buy the fucking games. They don't have the money. So if newer generations are having exponentially less kids, that market is dying really fast. Just saying. Might wanna start cooking up some new IPs and seeing what you can do, maybe. Or just go bankrupt and let Sony buy Nintendo so it can at least be on a machine that can run the game properly. I don't care. Whatever. Moving on. Between you and Konami, I've had it.
I've had it
up to here. So future. That's a good one. I like that name. That's about it. Unless anyone else has anything else, because I just had Diablo 4 and Street Fighter 6 for next month targets.
That seems to be. Let me just make sure I don't have anything else that I can see on. Because I'm looking to see if there's anything updating. No, I do think that really is it. I'm trying to think if there's any updates as well, and not that I can think of.
Alrighty then. Which brings us to our next segment, Cinema Talk. This is where we talk about movies and shows. Like the stuff that Val never watches on either of the lists.
Nope, never. I never do.
He never does. The list just gets bigger every episode.
Oh, it does.
Sometimes I slip a thing in the list that we've never talked about just to see if he notices. He hasn't yet.
Nope.
I feel that though, as someone who almost never watches any TV, movies, anything now, because almost all I do is read and write. I like one of my friends from back home asked me if I've seen like new things that have happened on Bob's Burgers. I'm like, I haven't watched Bob's Burgers since probably like sat down to actually watch it. I haven't done that since before we moved, which was over a year ago now. And like I haven't seen the Bob's Burgers movie, which was something we all wanted to do together before we moved, but we couldn't because we moved, I think, just before the movie came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, I'll take the reins here. Um, yeah, I watched Ant-Man: Quantumania finally because it came out on Disney Plus finally. Hey, yeah, that's a really good fucking movie. That movie's really good. First of all, visually, it's very fucking impressive. It's really good looking and really weird looking. It's a Star Wars, basically. It's just a Star Wars, except it's like better somehow. Um, and the acting in that movie, people are fucking acting left and right in that movie. Like these motherfuckers are acting up in here. Like it's on par with like when the first Black Panther 2 trailer came out and Angela Bassett is like monologuing really well, and like you don't even see her in the trailer. It's just you hear her, and just the way she's like wording things via tone and the pacing of how she's delivering it is just giving you like physical shivers down your spine with the imagery that's going on, and you're just like, this motherfucking bitch is acting. This is a goddamn performance of art out here. Give this woman her Oscar. And Ant-Man Quantumania is like that. Like, it's really good. It's the second movie in Phase 5. We're now in Phase 5, which is the second phase of the multiverse saga. Um, and I know a lot of people give Phase 4 like a rough rating. And I'll be honest, I don't really see why. Because most of Phase 4 is really good. It's a lot of setup and a lot of, okay, we did the Infinity Saga, so now we have to start setting up the new saga. But we also have to spend a good amount of time in this world that we've created post the Infinity Saga. We can't just move into the setup of the multiverse saga. We also have to spend time on like what the fuck has happened. What are the consequences of the Infinity Saga, right? Because there's more to it than just Infinity Saga makes the multiverse saga happen. Yes, it does, but there's also like it's done a lot of dealing with like the personal lives of people, main characters and such, and how they've been affected and changed by the events of the Infinity Saga. So it's been a very slower, weirdly paced Phase 4, but it's mostly delivered. The only parts I think were really, really bad were She-Hulk and Thor Love and Thunder being one of the worst things I've ever had the mispleasure to watch. So other than that, I think Phase 4 is pretty fucking strong. It has some of my favorite stuff. Include like being Loki is fucking phenomenal. Werewolf by Night is a cinema masterpiece, and everyone needs to watch it, please, because I want more of that. Miss Marvel was really compelling and really funny and really good, and connected in really interesting ways. Shang-Chi was really fucking cool. Um, what's the one? Falcon and the Winter Soldier is still one of my favorites. I think it handles those themes pretty fucking well, all things considered. And I am absolutely here for the absolute best buddies ever. That is Falcon, Captain America, and excuse me, and Winter Soldier, Bucky, because they are the most obvious best friends in the world. But no, shut up, they hate each other though. No, shut up, they don't like each other. No, why would I help him? No, don't look at me helping him right now. Look away, I hate this motherfucker. They are like two tsunderes being best friends to each other platonically. It's fucking hilarious. Like, it is. Their entire relationship is just so good. I love it. It's just so good. And the little moments where it's like, there's a moment in like episode 5 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier where they're like repairing the boat. So also, shout outs to the boat repairing montage we get in episode 5, where it's just a montage of them repairing a boat together and like having some beers and just yucking it up for like a 20-minute montage while it plays like On and On by Curtis Harding. And I'm just like, yo, this is a vibe right here. These are just two boys just hanging out, the lads just having a good time. And there's a moment where like Bucky holds something so that he can Falcon can tighten something with a wrench, and then Falcon turns to him and goes, "Why didn't you use the metal arm?" And Bucky goes, "Oh, well, I'm not left-handed, so I just don't always think of it. I kind of forget it's there." And he looks at him like, "The fuck are you? How do you forget it's there? It's a metal arm." And then there's one where he's like, the big three, and he's like, "What are you talking about? Wizards, aliens, and cyborgs. There are no wizards." "What are you talking? Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a sorcerer." "Ah, a sorcerer is just a wizard without a hat." That's good, isn't it? I just thought of that. Like little things like that, where it's just like, look at these fucking losers. I love them. And the fact that, like, I really feel like it's keying up for new Falcon, aka new Captain America, and Bucky, aka Winter Soldier, to be the new, like, I think they're the Iron Man Captain America replacements for the next lineup of Avengers. I think they're the people in charge. And if you watch Falcon and Soldier, it's like, these are the guys in charge? Because they're like the oldest guys. Like, Bucky's like 100 and something. So, like, they're supposed to be like the older, more mature leaders. They're fucking losers. They're dorks. I love them. They're just fucking dweebs. And, like, I cannot wait for, like, the banter between them in the bigger movies and stuff. Like, their duo is so good together. Like, they are just such friends. Like, literally in one of the last episodes, they're like, "Yeah, we're not friends. No, definitely not friends. Definitely not buddies. Not buddies either. That's not us. We don't even really like each other. No, I can't stand you. We're two guys who used to have a friend. Yeah. And that friend's dead now. Yeah. Yeah, I can work with that. Yeah, I can work with that. All right. Yeah, have a nice flight. I'll see you around. Just two guys whose friend is dead now. That's it. We're not friends. We're just two guys who had a friend, and we had the same friend, and that friend is dead now." So now we're just two guys who had a friend, is the summary of their relationship. And the multiple times where Falcon is like, "Hey, stop flirting with my sister," and Bucky's like, I'm not flirting with your sister." It's a good show. It's a very good show. Really like it. And so Ant-Man Quantumania, though, really delivers. It wastes no time. Like, within like 3-4 minutes, you're in the quantum realm. I guess spoiler tag for this movie that's like 3 months old, or whatever. And then you're in the quantum realm, and it's weird and freaky and strange, and I fucking love it. And Michelle Pfeiffer, who plays the Janet Van Dyne, who was the original Wasp, right? Obviously, with Michael J. Fox being the original Ant-Man in that timeline. She does an excellent performance of just selling the fear of Kang before you see Kang really even once in the movie. You don't even really see him until like later in the movie. You get like a flashback here and there, but you don't really see him do fucking anything until like the second half of the movie. But the whole time, she is just selling a profound level of fear through the mannerisms, like the body language of her acting and the tone. Like, she is freaking the fuck out in every scene. And she's like, "No, we need to get out of here now. Like, she is fucking losing it. And her family, and like, they're doing a great job of like their performance being, they're getting like freaked out because she's freaking out and won't say anything. And then you get to the Kang bits, and Kang in like one scene out intimidates the audience in more than every single villain, including Thanos, from the entire Infinity Saga. I no longer care about any of those villains, because now that I've had like actual Kang outside of his brief moment in Loki where they first introduced one of him, we've seen the other hims now, and wow, to the point where there was a point in the Ant-Man movie, and remember that when I'm saying this, that Disney owns this company, right? This is a Disney film. Disney. And I was like 80% sure at one point that Ant-Man was about, like, goofy, haha, funny Ant-Man was about to get brutally fucking murdered on screen in front of me. Like, he gets the shit beat out of him. Like, it's not, like, it's a little unpleasant to look at. Like, it starts out as like, oh, okay, Ant-Man's fighting Kang. Oh, this isn't a fight. Oh, you're out of your league. Ant-Man, which is a line he says to him earlier in the movie. Like, there's this thing they're doing where when Kang punches someone, like, there's a sound that happens that's got, like, a weight, a crunch to it that, like, unsettles you, and the camera is, like, shaking in a way that, like, there's just some weird camera angle or effect going on, and the way it, like, transitions so roughly that, like, every time Kang engages with somebody physically, like, you kind of, like, lean back in your seat, like, oh, fuck, that looked bad. And, like, he fucks his face up. Like, he fucking street curbs him. Like, it really looked like he was just gonna fucking, like, crush Ant-Man's skull on screen at one point. Like, he fucks this man up like it's nothing. And in that way where, like, you know how, like, Hulk hits Thanos in Infinity War, and it looks like Hulk's giving him the business, and Thanos just kind of takes it, and then Thanos gives him the business. But, like, that fight is brief, and it's just more that, Thanos is, like, just a little stronger physically than the Hulk. He's just smarter than the Hulk, which is why he wins this fight. Right? Kang gives off the impression of, there's no fight here. You lost this the moment you decided to exist in this realm. You don't win this, even though they do win, question mark. But, like, it's just, there is a helplessness against Kang that even Thanos with the gauntlet, with all the gems, didn't convey. And this is just, like, one of the lesser Kangs. And there is, like, infinite of them. And we get a glimpse of that in the post-credits. And, like, the way Kang talks to people, too, is that this dude, Jonathan fucking Majors, is acting his ass off. Like, I don't know what's going on, but, like, since Phase 4 started, I feel like the acting has stepped up a lot in the Marvel stuff. Which I think it has to, because if you look at Phase 4, they've been getting darker. Their films are getting more, like, adult, more grim. Even when they're doing the Miss Marvel stuff, where she's, like, a teenager in high school. When it's, like, starting to kick off, it's like, oh, this is kind of, like, a little more fucked up than it usually is each time. And now that Kang's in play, it's just, there is a level of, like, maliciousness and outright oppressiveness in his presence on screen that you're just like, this is a bad motherfucker. Like, Thanos was just like, it's Thanos. Alright, gotta deal with this. The Kang, it's almost indescribable. The way the camera angle is, the lighting, and combined with Jonathan Majors' acting, and the whole aspect of, like, a multiverse, and one man being the most dangerous thing in every multiverse, to the point that one of him, that was still a really fucked up evil person, decided to create one timeline and block off all the other multiverses, because it was safer to do that than let any of them roam free. And that man is still an evil man, and he knows it. And he's like, I'm the least of them, though. Just wait till you meet the other me's. And, like, it's so well done. The way, like, Kang talks when he's, like, monologuing about how time works, and the way he, like, says things, is, like, there's, like, a poeticness to it that's, like, he's doing that thing where the villain is monologuing a lot, and no one is ever mad about it in the audience. You are enthralled. You are almost rooting for him. It's like Hannibal Lecter from the show, not the movie, but like Mads Mikkelsen, Hannibal Lecter levels of bad guy, smooth, suave, intelligent, sophisticated, charming, but brutal. Like, even while he's charming you on scene, you know this man is a monster. You know it. Even if you haven't seen it yet, like, there's just something wrong here. But you can't help but, like, be impressed and kind of want him to win, because you're just like, he just knows. He's just the best. It's so compelling. The performance is incredible. And hope we get a lot more Kang in every movie. Like, just start throwing the Kangs out there. There's a million of them. Multiverse the fuck out of this, please. Give Jonathan Majors all the goddamn scene time he wants. Because this man is acting so well. Especially since every Kang also has to, like, come across unique enough to be a different person. Yet, every single Kang has to be that enchanting, that oppressive, that intimidating, that intelligent, that dangerous. But they all have to be a different person. And it's one guy doing this. To, like, even in the scene, the post-credit scene, where it shows, like, over thousands of Kangs. And there's clearly some kind of hierarchy among the Kangs. because there's a bunch of Kangs that look the same in like the audience stadium, and then as it gets closer to the ring, you start to see more unique looking Kangs, and then there's what I'm guessing is the Council of Kangs, where it's like the big major Kangs, and they're all different. One's like an Egypt guy, one's like from the future, one's like a Russian czar, and they're all it's similar, but his performance with all of them feels like a different person. He's really selling this. No, it's Kang, but this is from a different timeline. So it is still Kang, as dangerous as Kang always is in every capacity, but this is a different Kang with different motivations, a different history, a different personality, but everything else is still there. And like, to be able to do that performance, like, he's only had to do it really for two things: the last two episodes of Loki and this movie, in half the movie in the post-credits scene. And he's clearly going to have to start doing it more and more with each movie, including the Kang Dynasty movie that'll be coming down the road. Like, do you guys know, are you familiar with the Master of Disguise film?
Yes.
With Dana Carvey? Where he plays, like, every fucking character on the trailer was, like, with Dana Carvey, and Dana Carvey, and Dana Carvey. And it was a really impressive comedic performance. Do that, but at a way more intense scale, where it's not just make it funny, it's make it compelling, enchanting, make it fearful, make it oppressive, make it intelligent, make it dangerous, make it cunning. Make it beautiful in a way that, like, a natural disaster killing everything is beautiful. And do it over and over and over and over, and add in the convoluted nature of comic timeline travel. And then do it really, really well. He's got to do that for, like, 20 more movies. This dude better get an Oscar off this. Because, like, I could only think of a handful of actors who could even attempt this. Like, this is a long haul fucking crazy ass performance. Like, this man is going for the gold. Like, I don't know who decided to cast him. Whoever you are, excellent fucking job. Because I guarantee you, Jonathan Majors has read Marvel Comics. Because this man understands who Kang is. He is fucking just crushing this role endlessly. And I'm so glad, because, like, honestly, most of the casting for the MCU has been on point. I've been really happy with it for the most part. And Kang is one of those where it's like, don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. And boy, did you not fuck this up. Thank you. Because that is such a good... Like, every time I see him, I'm just like, oh, yeah. Here he is, more Kang time. Who is he just gonna murder now? And also, best lines in the whole movie, him being like, do you know how many Avengers I've killed? Do you know how many of you I've murdered? I can't even get your name straight anymore. You all start to blur together when you're underneath my boot. And I'm just like, yo, this motherfucker just killing people. He's like, do you know how many timelines I've emptied? Emptied. Imagine referring to a timeline as emptied. Like, this man is just like, I am Kang the Conqueror. That's what I do. And I'm just like, this guy is fucking cool as hell. Like, so many good lines. Ant-Man doing good stuff. The quantum stuff getting weirder and weirder. Michelle Pfeiffer acting her fucking ass off. Michael J. Fox acting his fucking ass off at, like, what is he, like 90 years old or something? Like, still got it. Like, Paul Rudd killing it. Really, really fucking good movie. Cannot wait for whatever. I don't even know what's next. God. I guess Guardians of the Galaxy 3, whenever that comes to, Disney Plus.
It's already out.
Is it on Disney Plus?
Oh, no, probably not.
I'm not
yet.
gonna go see it in theaters. I don't really care enough. Because, like, Guardians for me has been kind of the least enjoyable parts. Like, they've been alright, but, like, it kind of feels like they've, like, not really been a major part of things. They're kind of just there a bit, a lot of ways, like, which I get, but at the same time, like, other people were also on their own adventures, but their adventures tied way better to, like, the overarching Infinity Saga than I felt Guardians did. And I'll be honest, I don't really enjoy Chris Pratt's performances. Like, it's okay, but, like, it's not very compelling, but neither is Star-Lord as a character, really. I think, honestly, Rocket and Nova are my favorite people in Guardians. The raccoon and the blue girl.
Mantis?
Is
Or
that
who?
whatever her
Wait,
fucking name is? Nebula. Sorry, Nebula.
Nebula. Yeah,
Nebula Nova space thing. Like whatever.
yeah, Nebula, the
Yeah.
blue one.
Yeah, the blue one. The only
Uh,
fucking blue one.
the what's it called? Sister
Yeah.
to
So
uh
I'll watch it. I've heard it's really good. I'm sure it'll be visually fun, and I'm sure it'll still be enjoyable. I haven't like hated them, but like they felt like the least connected to the events going on so far. So other than that, I finally watched Dungeons and Dragons as well. That was a very fun little movie.
that's good.
It was a very good movie. It was a Dungeons and Dragons. It did the Dungeons and Dragons. It did the mimic thing. I'd be like, it was a mimic. Look, it's a mimic. And it's like, secret wall. No way, a secret wall. Like, haha. That it literally is doing things so well to the point where I'm like, oh, they failed the charisma check. Oh, that's where they rolled in that one. Nat 20 on that though. Like it's literally pacing in a way where it's like this is just a D&D campaign.
Yeah.
As it should be.
As it should be. It's just take a D&D campaign trope. Take all the D&D campaign tropes. Don't actually take someone's campaign. Just Google D&D campaign tropes and then make a movie. That's all it is, and that's all it needs to be, and it's great. The whole time's great. And it really seems like everybody's like enjoying being in this movie. It's very fucking predictable too, but it who cares? It's fun. It's a fun little jaunty little fun time, and it leaves it off in a way where you could make another with the same cast. Adventure number 2. You could do a new campaign with a different cast somewhere else in the world or in the same area years later or years prior. You could pick up with some of the cast who have now gained some new party members who are coming, and it's their first adventure. Whatever. Or you could do nothing ever again and it would be fine. Like, it was just really kind of good. Really enjoyable.
Positive ambiguity.
Yeah, just kind of good. Either way this spins out, good. In Dungeons and Dragons, it was really enjoyable. I really, really fucking liked it. I recommend it if you like Dungeons and Dragons. As usual, Chris Pine continues to prove he is one of the few good Chris's on the planet still. So shout out to Chris Pine, who continues to just do cool things and be a good human being. There's very few good Chris's left.
Very few.
And that's pretty much all I watched this month. I don't think I watched anything else. But next month, I do want to do Mandalorian Season 3. Because I didn't watch that. And I feel like there was something else Star Warsy coming that I wanted to watch, but now I can't remember what it was. Yeah, no fucking clue, actually. But I do want to double back because I did remember there is some stuff. Actually, no, wait, never mind. Something else. No, okay, moving on. So, Vaughn, did you watch anything at all this past month that you want to talk about? If you're talking, you're muted or something. Hello.
Or maybe
Did he say
stepped
he
away
had,
for a
maybe
minute.
he stepped away? Time to buy time. Uh-oh.
Well, I can talk
Okay,
about
yeah,
something
there you
I've
go.
watched. I don't watch like a ton of stuff. Again, like I said earlier, I mostly read and write, but out of the few things that I have watched or things that I've watched recently, um a couple months ago I watched the entire first season of Wednesday, which was
Hell
amazing.
yeah, went clear.
And I can't wait for the next season.
I hate everyone and think all humans are worthless, as I do whatever Enid tells me to do the entire time I've known her. No, my pupils do not dilate every time I look at Enid. Shut up.
No, that would be absurd.
I did not give this giant
What?
panda bear to my roommate after one day of knowing her and to saying that her collection of stuffed animals was gross and egregious. I hate physical contact. Please hold my hand.
Other things that I've
she's so
seen.
soft for Enid. It kills me. It kills me every time. Like every scene with them is just Jesus Christ, you two. You're so
I don't
great
know
at
if
each
you've
other.
gotten the chance to catch up on The Last of Us HBO.
No, I haven't watched any more of it at all since I started working because I was only able to like watch it because I was here when my mom was working, so I could use the TV down there.
Yeah,
So I
that's
watched
fair.
like one episode.
It's so good, and I can't wait. I'm not gonna get into that too much because I don't want to
Yeah.
spoil anything for you.
Well, now
But
I'll be able to like get my starting next month, get all my subscriptions back up and keep them up
Yeah.
every month, so I'll be able to watch that stuff too.
But that's one of the only other things that I've watched recently. I did kind of pick back up on something I was watching.
Okay.
I think it's still ongoing second season, but if anyone out there is a fan of How I Met Your Mother, there's a spinoff called How I Met Your Father. And
Yeah,
what's
I
really
heard
cool
about
about that is it's got Hilary Duff in it and Josh Peck. It's really interesting to see like people who are on shows that you kind of admired as like a childhood star or whatever, watch them grow into a very mature role. That's very cool.
Oh yeah,
Um
no, for sure. That's an interesting.
and I don't think the second season has finished yet, or either it's near the
Okay.
end of the second season now. So, but as far as things go, I've watched bits and pieces of How I Met Your Mother. I really do like this How I Met Your Father spinoff, and two of the main characters that I really really love, Sid and Jesse, they're roommates and they're guys, and I can't remember exactly how this happened, but I know it was sometime in the first season. But the way that they normalize this, and I feel like it should be so much more normalized in today's culture,
Mhm.
is these two guys who are like not afraid to be affectionate, even though they're best friends and they're obviously straight hetero. But
Mhm.
one of them was like, "Does this mean I get a forehead kiss or whatever?" He's like, "You bet your ass," or something like that. And I just thought it was the cutest, sweetest thing
Aw.
You
ever
bet your
because I'm like,
goddamn ass.
I wish more straight men were physically affectionate like that. It does not have to mean that you're gay, but like just
Yeah.
how normal and seamless that transition was for just like, I can do this with my best friend and it doesn't have to be weird. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Like that sold me on the show when I was watching the first season.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Vaughn, I guess you had to step away. I didn't even notice if you said
Yeah,
that.
no,
the
yeah.
bad because I'd
My
asked, I
dad
was like,
just-
did you happen to watch anything you want to talk about? And then there was silence, and I had to vamp, and then Lizzie had stuff to talk about.
Yeah, no. For me, I'm trying to think if I've really watched anything, but like, cause I've mostly been just
Mhm.
playing games.
Just gaming.
Just gaming. I will say though, one thing that I was doing with friends during this month is we were watching the Lord of the Rings extended edition.
Oh hell yeah!
And we're right now on the last movie of Return of the King.
Have you watched the Amazon show?
No, the
You
Rings of
haven't
Power, no.
watched Rings of Power?
No. You're gonna put that on the list. I can already feel it. It's on the list, isn't it? I think I might have gotten Stella an aneurysm right now.
Higher priority list, aka list number 3, Rings of Power. This one's all in caps now. Okay. Alright, go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what I've been watching with friends, that specifically.
Okay.
The only thing that I guess I've been watching, sort of, in a sense, the new Gundam show, The Witch from Mercury.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this good? Do you like it?
Yeah, I honestly been enjoying it.
Okay.
I sadly haven't really caught up yet, but apparently, like, the ending of season 1 is, like, fucking bonkers as hell. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, well, I guess I need to catch up. because my friends are
Gundam
already
is
like,
pretty bonkers in general, though.
yeah, I know, but this one is kind of like, damn, what the fuck? Like it's one of those where it's like you know what you should be expecting in a sense,
Mm.
but at the same time, it just kind of like it's a very uh twist the knife in the heart sort of thing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Um, yeah, I think that's all for stuff I was watching because I didn't get to watch a lot either because getting used to the new job and stuff. So I think that makes it up for cinema talk, which brings us to our next segment. And this will bring back some nostalgia from a show that may or may not have existed in a parallel universe. Who knows? And it's called What's on Your Wish List?
Oh,
Yeah. Remember that from that show that doesn't exist? Me too.
yeah.
Yeah, totally.
The thing with the
The
stuff.
thing with the stuff. I love that thing with the stuff. I am also, hi, I am known sports person. And I am also a fan of insert your favorite burger joint here. Wow, I love that known sports person loves my favorite burger joint here. Me too.
You're okay, Stella? You're right. Do we need to call somebody?
Anyway, yeah, call Konami and tell them to suck a dick.
Sure. I'll try to see what I could do on my end, but I can't promise anything.
So this is a segment called What's on Your Wish List, and it is literally just promote one game that's on your wish list or personal radar. Even if it's like, so wish list being something that's like obviously not out yet, typically something that's not coming out next month, right? Because we have a separate segment for that. Or it could be something that's already been out that you want to promote because you think it's like a sleeper hit. So whoever would like to go first, one thing, whether it's something that's far out later that you want to try and check out, or something you did check out that you want to take some time to promote because you just want to talk about it.
Go for it, Liz.
Um, something that I'm looking forward to that's already been out that I almost kind of have mixed feelings about because
Mm-hmm.
when you see a game do something good, you almost kind of worry that when they make a sequel to it, it's not going to be as good. So
Sequel syndrome.
yeah. So not Dying Light, Dead Island 2 came out.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
haven't played it yet, but I'm really, really hoping, and from what I've seen so far of some of the gameplay, it looks like it would be a great mix of, the first Dead Island with Dying Light, because Dying Light was. I just finished the first one not that long ago, even though that game's been out forever. I'm
Yeah.
kind of late to everything because I'm so habitual and play the same shit over and over, but
No worries.
I want to do kind of like a revisit to maybe Dying Light 1 and 2 and then do Dead Island 2, but just in general, I'm very excited about Dead Island 2 to see what it kind of brings to the table because it looks like it's going to be the best of both worlds.
I was going to get Dead Island 2, and I'm not a fan of the first one. I like Dying Light. I haven't played Dying Light 2. I don't know if I'll ever get around to it because I like Dying Light, but it wasn't something that I wanted to like super wanted more of. I was like, it was okay, but like I don't know if I want more. And Dead Island 2, like what's going on with it system wise and gore wise and setup wise is cool, but at launch at least, I haven't kept up with it. At launch, it had really bad performance issues across the board. And the worst thing was that co-op in that game was like a fucking nightmare to make even remotely work. And that made me cancel any chance of ever buying it. Because I was like, the whole point is the co-op to me.
Yep.
I have no desire to play this by myself. None at all. And you're telling me the co-op is the worst part of the game? Fuck off. Instant not interested. Like, don't know if that's still the case. I don't see it being streamed a lot. I don't see a lot of talk about it beyond the first week. I haven't heard a goddamn thing about it. The last I heard was how bad the co-op was and how bad the performance was in things. And the only stuff I've seen of it has been sponsored stuff. I haven't seen anyone choosing to stream it that, like, wants to.
That's kind of what I'm waiting
So
for, is to
that's the
look more
yeah.
into
So
it
I
before I
kind of
make a
walked
leap.
away from it because I was just like, it was only something that I would have bought to like just pad more time until Diablo 4 anyway, and I'm in Diablo 4 territory now, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
that's mine. I would love to hear that it turned around. I'd always rather hear success stories than fail stories, even as much as I meme and make my hot takes. But definitely kind of bummed me out with that because I was like, oh, it looked actually kind of fun and cool, and then it was like the co-op doesn't work, and I was like, all right, I no longer care.
Yep, that's fair.
Yeah. So, but again, yeah, if you happen to, I'm sure we'll have you back on it sometime, and maybe we'll check in and see if you've played any of that then.
Sounds good to me.
Vaughn, what about you? What's on your wish list, Vaughn?
Oh damn. I don't think a lot has changed.
Again, it doesn't have to be
Since
on a wish list. It could be something that's already been out that you just want to like put in the limelight. But particularly, like, you wouldn't, if Street Fighter 6 was out, you wouldn't do Street Fighter 6 for the segment because everybody knows that Street Fighter 6 is out. You want to,
Yeah.
like, if you want to pick something that, if it's already something that's out, it's something that you feel that, like, just didn't get enough attention or that you personally want to, like, put out there. Or off your wish list, whichever.
Yeah. Man, let me try to think.
I told you, the show is more structured now.
Yeah. I see. Fuck. Let me just go through this again because I know next month is also supposed to be coming out Final Fantasy 16.
That's
That's
right.
one
Yeah,
that's
that is
supposed to be
next
coming
month.
out. I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up for the PS5. Maybe
No
it depends
idea
on how
if
good
I'm
it
getting
is.
it around that time at all.
I'll I'll definitely have to keep giving it a look, but honestly, I guess if I were to say something to try out, I mean, it's free. Go ahead and try out the old marathon. It's there. It's right there. Go
It
ahead,
is right
try
there.
out all the original 3 games. Um if you go through the first one and you're like, "Oh god, this is rough," then move on to 2 and then from there you can I guess move on to Infinity if you like. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, it's all there. I think that's maybe my like little slice of recommendation of like, hey, you want to know a little bit more about this game that's coming out, especially because lore and like setting and everything is gonna be important to it. Go ahead and play this. You'll not regret it. I think.
There you had it. You'll not regret it, I think.
It is old. That's why I'm like, it's an old game, so I can understand if it's like so rough around the edges where it's like I can't do this. It's like, you know what? That's fair. It's old. It's very old.
All right. Okay. Mine is. Ooh,
And hey, like I said, it's free to play. You can play,
there
and
is
if
a
you
couple
didn't,
on my
all you wasted was time.
list. Um. God, what do I want to pick off this? Let me think here. Um. Yeah, I think I do want to talk about that. Yeah. Mine is going to be something off my wish list that the more I've seen of it each time, they want to talk about it, whether it's articles or like screenshots or recently a gameplay trailer featuring some sick ass unexpected music that I'm surprised they got the rights to use. And that would be Lords of the Fallen, coming out October 13th. That's right, Lords of the Fallen. That's what I said. That game that came out that was, whoa, is this a Souls game that will be cool, made by not Souls people? Cool concept, cool lore, bad game. No, this is the new one that was previously called The Lords of the Fallen. This is just called Lords of the Fallen now, again, but it's the new one. And it's actually a Souls game this time. It's got co-op, it's got PvP, it's got everything. It's got the world, it's got the gear, it's got the loot, it's got this over-the-top kind of edgelord aesthetic. I think it has, God, I forget, it's got like an old rock band in the trailer, like ACDC kind of something like that or something like that.
Jesus.
Like, it's not that, it's something else, but it's in there. It's like ACDC or Rolling Stones or something like that. starts playing, and it's when all the combat kicks off. Um,
Mhm.
it looks really good. It actually, like, I'm looking at this game and it looks like a good fucking Souls game. Like, you can see all the moments happening in the combat where I'm like, oh, this is gonna be playable unlike the first one. This is gonna be good. And I'm actually really excited for it because I genuinely thought that, like, the world and lore of the first one was really, really strong. It was really good in my opinion. Um, but it was just the gameplay was lacking, and it was all single player. There was no co-op or PvP, which I think is a must in a Souls game. Um, this one seems to be taking all the good stuff from the first one and dialing that up way higher and doing all the bad stuff way better. It looks genuinely really good. I think they've really nailed it. It's a different team, different studio than the first people, and they really seem to know what they're doing. I really like. There's like a cool mechanic where you can like phase in and out of like the world of the living and the world of the dead. So every like zone and area is actually two areas, as is every dungeon and every little cave or whatever. Because there's the realm of the living version and the realm of the dead version. And I'm still not sure like if it's location based or item based or like how you bounce back and forth between them. They haven't really revealed that fully yet, but they said it is a very prominent mechanic in the game, and that each one is like they're supposed to be like, parallel dimensions of each other, kind of like the upside down in like Stranger Things. And there is reasons to go to both or one over the other depending on what you're doing and stuff. So it looks really good. I'm definitely gonna be streaming that day one. It looks fucking cool as hell, and the use of like pretty sure it's ACDC in the trailer is like if you look
Hmm.
up Lords of the Fallen gameplay trailer, or I could just link it in the chat later. It wasn't part of the 2023 showcase. I think it came out like just on the Lords of the Fallen YouTube channel on its own or something, or maybe it was part of something else, which is why it wasn't in that part of the
Yeah, no,
news.
I definitely feel like it was on something else because
But
like
it looks really good
I
actually, and
remember.
I'm actually really happy to see like the gameplay looking like a proper Souls like, especially after Wo Long kind of let me down and ended up more like a Sekiro in terms of combat than a Souls like. So hope, fingers crossed, Lord of the Fallen delivers, because that would be great. Because while I am still chipping away at Elden Ring, it is so fucking massive that I just don't know when I'm ever gonna get through even one run of that fucking game. I really don't. And the DLC is on the way, so like I really like Elden Ring overall, but I just think it's so fucking massive. I don't want Elden Ring to be the new standard for Souls games by any means. I want a smaller product than that, because I've not even probably done 25% of Elden Ring or seen it, and I feel the bloat and repetitiveness overwhelming me, as well as the sense of where the fuck am I? Even with a map, I feel lost. It's the first Souls game with a map and I feel lost all the time. What does that tell you? It tells you the thing's too goddamn big and there's too much crap in it. So like, other than that, that's my only real complaint about Elden Ring is it's just too big and too bloated. It's just too much. You could
It's
you could dial it back and it would still be as good or better. So looking forward to what seems to be more of a what I would expect of a Souls game, like a Dark Souls 3 Bloodborne kind of vibe over a giant endless open world that's overwhelmingly big. So yeah,
that's fair.
really looking forward to that. Hope we get to see more as stuff comes out, because that's quite a ways away still. But
Yeah,
uh,
very ways away.
yeah, but by then I'll have the PS5 next month, and then I'm sitting on the all current consoles and stuff. And what's great is I'll be getting my new computer in November or December. So either way, I'll have an Elgato Stream Deck by then too, and the better internet. So definitely looking forward to stuff.
It's Stella upgraded.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Level up.
it's happening. It's happening. Um, yeah. So that was what's on your wish list, which brings us to the final segment of the show. Are you ready for the name of this one?
Yep.
And this is the wrap up. This is gonna be like only a little 3 hour show. Most of them we generally I think we hit that 4 hour ish mark on average. This was just a little bit of a lighter month because I didn't actually really start doing any real gaming or research for stuff until like middle of this month because just getting used to the work and
Yeah, yep, yep, yep.
getting better internet and stuff. So once all that's in place, I'll be playing a lot more because I'll also be streaming and stuff too. So a little lighter, but first episode, though most they'll ever be will be 6 hours because that's what I pay to be able to upload. So that like they could get up to 6 hours basically. So this will probably be on the lighter end. We usually I think are probably gonna hit it more around 4 ish or a little over that, but into the outro segment of our show, affectionately named, because I'm old, Follow the Sages of the Information Highway. Remember when they called it that? No, you don't, because you're probably 12 or something, you shit little kid, but that's what they called it back in the 90s. The Information Highway. I'm talking about that World Wide Web. Maybe you don't even know what that is either. Let's go. Cue the dial-up sound.
I can hear it already.
That's a litmus test to find out someone's age if you can't tell. Just pull out your phone and like pull up YouTube and just type in dial-up sound and then play it. If their head turns aggressively, you know they're 90.
They're like,
yeah.
no.
If they get whiplash instantly, If they seem visibly afraid, you know. If they have no reaction at all other than confusion, then they're clearly too young for you.
I was about to say, do you remember? Have you seen that? What's it called? That Akira meme where it's like the guy like walking and his head is like hurting. It's literally that.
Yeah,
It's just,
it is that. It is that.
Literally that.
It is that. So this is the self promo segment, and what this is it's going to be like your socials, wherever you are on the social medias, as most humans are. What things you do? What do you do? What is the things you do? Anything cool you might be doing next month? And yeah. And so this actually has a structured order. The guest goes first. So Lizzie, where can people find you on the information highway? And what do you do? And what are you doing next month?
Well, I do a few different things. I read and write fan fiction for anyone out there who may be familiar with Archive of Our Own. That's where I publish all my stuff, and I
AO3.
actually, yep, AO3, good old AO3. So most places you can find me by my fic name, which is Feck, Feck AO3 on Twitter and Tumblr, but I'm more active on Twitter. That's where I reblog all the sexy stuff that is what my brain rot is usually about.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, you can find me on like console, Xbox, PlayStation, almost anything as Lizzie Chick or Lizzie Chic, depending on how you want to pronounce it. If you're fancy, it's LIZZIECHIC 123. And yeah, I've got an ongoing series right now for fic stuff that I'm writing that is Arcane, Caitlin Vi. If you're into that kind of thing, that's what my ongoing thing is for. I do have a Last of Us Part 2 ongoing thing, but it's technically on hiatus, so I'm hoping that with the upcoming HBO show, it'll kind of light a fire under my ass to get back into that because it's just been left hanging for about a year now, but it's not been abandoned, it's just hiatus. But other than that, I stream 3 days a week, usually doing games. Sometimes I'll do like an art stream the first Wednesday of every month. I wanted it to be more than that, but sitting in a chair trying to do art for 4 hours really hurts my back, so I can only do that for so long. But I do things like Dauntless to interact with the community. That's really fun, and that's a free game that I definitely recommend to anyone else. If you like Monster Hunter, I feel like you'd like Dauntless. I do agree that sometimes it's very overwhelming because it has so much to it, but as far as a free game, I think it's wonderful for a free game. I do a lot of Overwatch with some friends from back home and some of my friends in the same time zone as me. Usually we'll do a 5-stack. I've been doing Dead by Daylight. I don't really stream that because that's a game that's so frustrating, and I'm not sure if I could stream that with a straight face, but I do really enjoy getting on there occasionally with Stella and doing the RPs. That's really fun, and I like watching Stella's RPs. Very fun. But yeah, that's most of what I do, but uh I feel like I game more almost off stream sometimes than I do on stream, but I usually do about 4-hour blocks at a time, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time in the US. And yeah, that's
Alrighty.
most
There
everything.
you go, and I will be posting links to Lizzie's Twitch, AO3, and Twitter in the description of the episode. So
Thank you.
that'll be there as well. All right, Vaughn, where do you exist on the information highway? And what do you do? And what are you doing next month?
Well, I go by Vonex Decimo on pretty much everything, except Tumblr. That's like probably the only one where I'm gonna probably change
Secret
that.
Tumblr
So
account? Lork, rumor come out? Vaughn has a secret Tumblr account?
I don't know if it's secret, but it is something that exists. But like I said, I'm probably gonna just switch it, like, because
That's
it's
like
an old
that's
name.
like how people who are like doing the public like thing when the government's like acknowledging that there might be like UFOs in the sense of an unidentified flying object, not necessarily an alien talk. They're like, well, it's not secret, but I don't know what it is. That's like essentially what every single press conference about anything related to UFOs is. It's the most nothing, vague, non-committal statement where it's like, well, why'd you say anything at all? That didn't do anything for anyone. I understand less now than I did before you said something. Now I'm just mad and confused.
Convenient.
And we will let you know more when we know more. Also, now please ignore me as I go into the closed press conference where there is no press and only the very top members of government can be in here.
Yeah,
And I talk
got
about the exact thing I just didn't talk about with you.
it. You understand now. You completely get it. Oh my god. But no, yes. I'll probably once I uh rename the Tumblr and everything, I'll put it back up. But apart from that, so Twitch, Twitter, and yeah, I mean that's it. Pretty much those two, and then yeah, Tumblr. I'm hoping next month to stream a little bit of Street Fighter, maybe just some of the World Tour stuff.
Some
That'd be kind
Street
of fun to like
Fighter.
kind of show off. Street Fighter. And I know I said I was gonna do it, and I probably will do it now this month. But I'm gonna try to do Dead Space Impossible. I try to like
Oh, okay.
stream that because oh boy, that's gonna murder me. But I will attempt. I need the foam finger. I need it. I really need it so badly.
All
Um,
right.
and yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm gonna be doing. For times of streams, it's most likely gonna be on weekends. Gonna try to
Mm.
shoot for like late night vibes. Maybe somewhere between like 7-8 p.m. Central. If I get to do it a lot earlier, I will.
Mhm.
And if not, then I'll probably try to do it sometime during the weekday. But weekends seem to be like where my schedule allows me to do this.
Mhm. Got you.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Well,
that's
I shall wrap it up here. What up? I'm Stella. I host this fucking train wreck of a show once a month. I do stuff on the internet. One of them is this. You can find this lovely podcast once a month, uh, everywhere that podcasts are available: Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, Google Play, perhaps even dumb shit like Podbean that I won't talk about because they're dumb and I hate them. Yeah, we'll be there. Mainly in the ones everyone uses, though, the big four. You'll find us. You'll see us. We'll be there. Go listen to the show and stuff. Or don't. I'm not your boss. I'm not your mother. I don't need to tell you what to do. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't actually care. As far as socials go, I'm pretty active on Twitter. I'm usually yelling about something.
Yep.
You can find me at that nerd Stella, capital T, capital N, capital S. You'll know it. It's the banner. It says "Cursed with Bones" because that's what it feels like to be over 30. And yeah, I'm also on Twitch. I haven't been streaming in a while, but I've been doing like test streams. and then deleting the VODs, but it's Stella says woof woof, all one word, no caps. You'll know. It's the same picture as my Twitter. It's there. It's all there. I also have a YouTube channel that is just called That Nerd Stella, capital TNS, same as the Twitter. It's all linked. Everything's all linked. You can get to any of them from all the others, including the Instagram and all that good fun stuff, where I post pictures of cats and other things in the yard that my mom has cultivated with weird shit everywhere. Other than that, that's kind of what I be doing. I will be starting next week. I will be streaming again regularly. I work overnight 4 nights a week, so that's not going to be happening in those nights. So Sunday through Wednesday, I'm sleeping and then working overnight. So my streams are going to be Thursday night and Friday night. Probably late, like late PM into like AM is generally my vibe. Typically, I think I'm gonna aim for like 6 hours, 6 hour blocks. So I haven't like locked in an official start time, but I don't know. Check the Twitter, fucking it'll be there, or just follow me on Twitch and you'll see it when you see it. I might like not have a locked in schedule and just start experimenting with time starts until I find one that I really like, or whatever. Well, it's kind of just a work in progress right now. So, but that'll be ongoing every Thursday, Friday, 6 hours. I'm a variety streamer. I kind of stream whatever the fuck I want. Upcoming, it's gonna be a lot of Diablo 4. So it's just gonna be Diablo 4 probably for a while. I play a lot of Overwatch too and a lot of DBD, so that'll be coming because those are probably gonna stay in rotation. And once I have that PS5, I will maybe be streaming God of War Ragnarok. Maybe we'll find out. We'll see what happens. Yeah, and then there's the YouTube. There's also the TikTok. I think I have that linked where I make my cringely edited TikToks because I'm over 30 and don't understand how TikTok works at all. Nor do I actually want to, because I think it's funny that my lack of smooth editing upsets people. Like, it's funny to me. It's enjoyable. I'm trying to, like, get onto TikTok and, like, figure out what my fucking doodad is called. And it's just that Nerd Stella on TikTok. Yeah, same icon as the Twitch and Twitter. That's what I thought it was. Just checking. That's it. That's my thing. That's what I do for now. There'll be other stuff later, but that's for future me to promote. And that's pretty much the show. That's it. You can go now. Goodbye, listeners. We'll see you at the end of next month. Unless
you later,
alleged
taters.
murderer Suge Knight has killed us. Allegedly.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Yeah, for legal reasons, that's a joke.
Allegedly.